but you're changing on the fly. Hip checks, head tricks are gonna make them cheer. Got the bombs time to chirp and riding high. Now it's time for action. Tonight's gonna burn this bar right up. Slap shot will light the lamp so nice. Let's go for a break away on the chains to raise the cup. We'll be standing on our heads till we meet them at center ice. Hockey is back, Jack. Hockey is back, Jack. Hockey is back, Jack, baby, and we'll meet you at center ice.
Well, it's a good thing that we were warned. Good thing we were warned at the beginning of the week where Jeremy walked in here and he told us, don't let the Miami Heat win both games this week. If they won both games this week, that would be a 5-game winning streak, all right? If they won both games this week, they'd have been sitting 6 games over 500. Season best is 7 games over 500. Don't let us win both games this week. And it's a good thing you warned us, Jeremy, because they did not.
You're welcome. I was prescient.
The league took notice and sent out its best in the form of Milwaukee and Philadelphia to make sure the mission was carried out.
But so who is the one that heeded Tashay's counsel and got in the way of the Heat winning 2 in a row? It's somebody in this room, I assume. Is it Zaslow? Is he the responsible party?
No, I mean, I was on board. You know, I told you the other day, I get sucked in momentarily with this Heat team where you know, they're looking good to me. I like watching Jaime Jaquez, and I like watching Kella Ware and Kasparis Jakachunas and Pella Larson. I can get into this team. And then they get smoked in the fourth quarter against a bad Milwaukee team. And then last night, they stunk last night. They stunk last night.
They stunk in the first half. The second half was a close game. It was nip and tuck. It was back and forth. And then I thought Spo just stuck with a lineup that wasn't great for a little too long in the fourth.
Yep.
And that's when Philly made its move. And then at the end, when you needed to make every shot and have them not make shots, that didn't happen, right? And the biggest shot, of course, well, the big play was the Maxey layup where Adam Bona's
just
cosplaying
literally, like,
as Larry Allen.
offensive lineman just
shoving
shoving
people
everybody
out
out
the
of the
way.
way. No call.
No call on that. But then the big shot was Embiid hit the shot, and you got to give him credit. Look, respect. The guy hit a big 3.
I don't respect.
You don't respect it?
He's been playing great the last 10, 15, 20 games. He's
I
been
don't
really,
respect.
really well.
They're good. That's why you guys say, oh, and then he lost to Philly. Like, Philly's a good
Philly's a
team.
good
And
team.
really
Maxey-
good when they have Embiid.
Well, what does that mean, good team? Like, they're going to get to the playoffs. You think they're going to win a series?
Well, they're 21-12 when they have Embiid.
Okay, answer my question, though. You think they're going to win a series in the playoffs?
Well,
Maybe.
Because the odds are they're going to be injured. That's why we're saying no. But if
Whoa,
you told
Tony,
me,
get off that ledge, dude.
I said maybe.
if you told me they were healthy, I'd say yes. I think they could win a series. They could win 2 series. They could win the East.
Who's the best bet besides the Celtics to get to the finals?
From the East?
Because as we've discussed all week long now, there is a reason. With
You know, you
Jason
can put the
Tatum's
mic
return.
where you can just not have to make your face awkward.
No, I just like to move it around. It gives me gravitas to move it wherever I'm going.
It's a power move.
Yeah,
Why
that's
are
right.
Zaz and
Grab
Amin
the
so
mic.
close
No,
to each other?
Zaslow's got the power move. You know, he
I
has a
smell
weird
good
move.
today.
He rests his arm
sitting on your
atop his
shoulders.
coffee. Has
Why
anybody
are you
else?
taking my coffee?
Because I want to.
Oh, put your
model
elbow?
your behavior. It's at my elbow. It's not dirty. Zaslow uses his own coffee thing
I do.
as a to prop up his elbow. That's a power move.
I do.
Look how cash I am, everybody. We've discussed that the Celtics with trying to reintegrate Jason Tatum. I think it's a little overstated how hard it's going to be for that team that is pretty ripe. But if it's not the Celtics, I mean, who is it?
I mean, people are not going to like this answer. It's the Knicks. The Knicks are the most complete
Gosh,
team.
they give
The
you so much
Knickerbockers?
reason, like, not to
Yeah,
believe
that's-
during the regular season.
Yeah, of
But they
course.
did that last year, too.
They did that last year. They got their heads beat in by the Celtics every time they saw them. And then when they saw them in the playoffs, a lot of people are going to revisionist history say Tatum got hurt. Tatum got hurt after it was over. It was like, this
At
is
the,
it.
at the
right?
end of about to go down 3-1.
Put
was
him in
when
the
Tatum
dirt.
got hurt.
Yeah, it was like put him in the dirt time. And so I think the Knicks have it all. Their thing is just, hey, can we consistently defend when we have both Towns and Brunson on the floor at the same time? Can Towns really step up? Those are the question marks. But it's like Scoring, they've got scoring. Clutch scoring, they've got it. Rebounding, they've got it. Defense on the wings, they've got it. They've got everything. There's nothing that they lack, right? In a way that I could say Detroit doesn't have shooting. In a way that I could say, well, I mean, it's Cleveland now with Harden.
Cleveland's
I could say that too,
interesting.
yeah.
It's just not going to be Detroit. We can eliminate them because, as we've also discussed, the NBA is progressive. Its postseasons are in the sense that you do not come out of nowhere, make the postseason, and make a deep.
Well, they
playoff
got their
run.
small taste.
They get the taste last
year.
year. Now they win a round or maybe even
maybe
two.
the conference finals.
They don't. They're not going to the finals, so
No.
we can eliminate them as well.
The thing that concerns me about Detroit, because I think Detroit's great, but the thing that concerns me about Detroit is a little bit of what we saw earlier in the week when they played. I think it was San Antonio, right? And they lost the game, but not just lost the game where Cunningham was 5 of 26. And what's it going to look like when we get to the playoffs and the other team you're playing in a 7-game series is going to hone in on you on a nightly basis, that being Cade Cunningham? Are you going to be able to find a way to still have great offensive nights?
I mean, it's going to be tough, right? Because if you get the double, denying him on the ball, returning that back way, you have Jalen Duren, who's a monster down low. Like
I looked him up.
He's incredible.
He's good.
Yeah, he's a very
He's a
good
good
player.
Yeah, he's good. You told me
mean-
to look him up, and I did, and he's good.
Jalen Duren could be the key to unlocking if he can reach that potential in the playoffs and he can play the way that he's playing, double machine, maybe sprinkle in a 20 and 15 game here and there. Like, that's a team that can throw it back to the old school 2004 Pistons and like really be a problem for teams that want to run and gun.
Because
right?
outside of Cade, I mean, like, there's not a ton of offense on that team.
It's not even. It's just no creation, right? It's no creation. It's no guy that if Cade is getting doubled and he throws it out, now this guy is attacking 4-on-3 and can make stuff happen. There's no guy that when Cade sits, I can run the offense. I can do this. I mean, like, yeah, Dennis Jenkins and Karis, but it's like these are not.
Karis LeVert can get a bucket.
Yeah, but it's not enough to carry a team offense. Is that what we're talking about? We're talking about if I take Cade off the table, which is what a playoff team will do.
That's what I'm talking about.
A good playoff team is going to take him off the table, and at that point, it's on someone else to make it hurt so bad that the defense goes back to, all right, let's let Cade get a couple. We'd rather that than hemorrhaging over here 4-on-3 or whatever it is. They don't really have that guy. And if they have that guy, I don't have him as being experienced enough to, because a lot of his decision making.
Duncan Robinson has plenty of experience.
Sure.
And you want to trust him in the playoffs. You certainly want to.
You want to.
Big shot Duncan.
I'm not letting you skate, though, Jeremy.
Yeah, he's so
I'm
happy.
not letting you get out of this. That's right. I haven't forgotten. No one in here has
Oh, you
forgotten.
said skate. Those Panthers, huh?
Oh, don't worry. We're going to get to that beat
That
down.
was a big dub.
Don't
Took
worry.
that ass. Big
Don't
dub.
took that ass last
Roy,
night.
what'd you think about
Don't
that?
deflect. No, Roy, don't take the bait. You're going to fall for the rope-a-dope. You're too smart for that. We're not getting to that yet. All right.
I'll wait on it.
Jeremy started the week. Don't let the Miami Heat win these games this week. And after we're feeling good about this team, post-All-Star break, a 3-game win streak, they lay a turd burger the other night, and they lay another turd burger tonight.
Wouldn't call last night.
And
a
it is a turd
That's not a
burger.
turd
It
burger.
is.
It is.
a loss.
They took the lead with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. They didn't score again.
They were down 18.
All right.
They came back from
Win the
down
game.
18 in the second half, and
Win
then
the
we're up by
game.
1 with 2 minutes left.
That's right.
And their
didn't
guys
score
made shots
again.
at home.
Win the game. Talking to me like this Philadelphia team's any good. Here's Bam Adebayo. Listen to Bam. Take it from Bam.
He's frustrated.
Here's
As
Bam
he should be.
after the game last night as the Miami Heat lose both the games that Jeremy warned everyone not to let the Heat win.
I said don't let them win because I would become annoying.
Like
Now
I
you're
said,
saved.
and Bam
But they lost and you're
We
still
accomplished nothing.
I don't know what you're talking
is
about.
very frustrated.
We didn't play hard enough.
Effort was the issue in the first half, I feel like.
Yeah.
So what changed in the second half for you guys?
So we played harder. I mean, obviously you see the energy shift when we're playing harder, we're diving on the floor, and making multiple efforts.
Well, this was a big game, a lot of some stakes to it in the standings. How do you kind of explain that effort was an issue just in the early on in the first half? The game with some importance.
Didn't play hard enough, bro. I mean, I don't know how to explain effort. I don't want to be more. We're better than being in the play-in for the last 4 years.
See, that's the part I'll disagree with. If you're in that spot 4 straight years, I don't know that you're actually better than it.
That's who you are. And it seems like
It's not 1 year, it's 4 years.
just from his tone, it seems like that's starting to wash over him. Thank God I got the raise as a part of this package as well, because I paid for this Miami Heat season.
Oh,
way
when
too
did
late.
you?
I
take
did that?
the plunge?
I wanted to believe. I saw the Norm Powell thing.
Was it when Jeremy said at the beginning of the week not to let the Heat win both games?
No. I did it like a couple months into the season. I'm like, at a certain point, the Miami
so it's
Hurricanes
your
football
fault.
season will end, and I'll need another distraction to get me to the next Miami Hurricanes football season, or at the very least,
Did it
this
serve
spring.
its purpose?
No, I've seen 3 games, all of which Jeremy's been on the broadcast, and I haven't seen a single dub yet.
I feel like it's been a really long time. I don't have it in front of me. I feel like it's been a really long time since the Heat have beaten a team that's like good.
Yeah.
How's Jeremy doing?
Hate being right about this. Hey, going back to the NBA.
I'm really
though,
good.
I'm super in.
Back to the NBA. We're on the NBA.
Yeah, but to the rest of the NBA and teams that actually matter. You mentioned
Yeah,
Cleveland.
let's do that.
The acquisition of James Harden. Can I walk back my initial James Harden legacy takes? Because I actually think he's going to make a huge impact for this team. And it's because Garland wasn't giving them anything. So they just
No,
essentially
they added James Harden for nothing.
Yeah, and they did so with the intention of like, man, we need somebody to help us get over the Knicks. Now, I only got a 1-game sample, and James Harden did hurt his thumb. He intends to play through that.
He's questionable for tonight.
So James Harden seems to have been a really big-time acquisition for the Cleveland Cavs, and I kind of believe.
Well, didn't he just like break his hand?
I know what I'm
Right
saying.
thumb, though.
I'm
It's his
coupling Cleveland and James Harden. 2 irresistible forces are colliding that can't do anything in the playoffs, famously. They can't get over the
You're
hump.
on a hot streak, Mike. Bet on the Leafs to win the cup while you're at it, man.
yeah,
Why is James Harden suddenly, at whatever age he is, going to turn his entire career around and disprove all of it?
It's crazy enough that I think
Because he's
it
got
might
better
work.
guys around him.
But
Yeah.
also, you
He's
say
got
like,
he's been on a lot of real good teams.
Well,
over
can
the
I
course of
yeah, they were
outsource my
really
argument?
good because of him.
I'm going to outsource my argument to Amin Elhassan and why this is crazy enough that it just
Phone
might
a
work.
friend.
Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, he's been on a lot of really good teams. Because of him. They were good teams because of him, not because he joined a team already in progress that was good.
The Sixers were good because of James Harden.
The Sixers were good because when they were healthy, they were good.
Think he
what
got you
happened
there.
was nobody was healthy. Nobody was healthy, right? And so James Harden, his last playoff run with the Sixers, he was incredible until the last game. You know what people didn't ask about? Joel Embiid not being so great in that series. They don't talk about that because he's a lightning rod, Harden is. If you look at the best teams he was on, where this Houston Rockets team, was 100% because of him. And so he's coming to the situation, and he said at his age, I would accept that if there were signs of deterioration. He's playing great. He's been playing great when he was with the Clippers. He's playing great as a Cav, but now he's being asked to do less than he probably was with the Clippers or even the Sixers before that. It's a much
Maybe that
easier
is
role.
the trick. You're right. He
a much
doesn't have
easier
to
role.
carry the load.
Really quick, the last good team the Miami Heat beat was January 17th.
Wow.
Where they beat the Thunder 122-120.
That was a great game.
Yeah, like this past 3-game win streak for the Heat. They
Been a
beat
month
the
and a half.
Pelicans, the Hawks, and the Grizzlies.
They've got 7 of their next 8 at home, and it's so funny because they've like lost some of these games that are so frustrating, right?
Yeah.
You're terrible in Milwaukee against Milwaukee, and yet you at different times of the year you beat the Thunder, you beat the Pistons, and you wonder what the team looks like at their upside. And then they have games like this where you get frustrated because you go and have such an opportunity this week to go get 2 on the road, put yourself in a good position, and you don't. It's the reason why Bam is so frustrated. It's the reason why Eric Spoelstra is saying to like embrace the privilege of the pressure. But what it is now you got 7 of 8 at home, and a bunch of them are against bad teams. So if you don't take advantage now,
Who they got tomorrow?
they've got on Sunday they've got the Rockets.
Oh, okay.
And then but then after that it's like Brooklyn twice. I think they have they'll go to Charlotte, which is going to be actually a tougher game, but then there's Washington in there. They're going to face teams that
Nets
matter here
twice.
in the
They got the
standings because they'll play
Wizards.
Orlando in a week too. So there's all these teams that they're sitting right around. They'll get the struggling Lakers at some point. Hey, at least right now if you're a Heat fan, you're not a Lakers fan because you don't have Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Austin Reeves, and you're flailing.
They lost at the buzzer last night.
Flailing.
Can I tell you about the Lakers real quick?
Tell me about the Lakers.
I know we talked about it yesterday where they're not going to win a series. They're not going to win a first-round series. I'm amending what I just said there. Mm-hmm. They won't win a playoff game.
Oh, they're going to get swept.
Yep. They won't win a playoff
I think it
game.
depends on who they play. I don't know if you could just outright say that against
Okay,
any opponent.
well, right now, they're 6th in the West.
Which means
all
they'll
right?
play the 3.
Which means they would play Houston. It could be
Houston.
Houston.
They can-
Maybe it's Denver.
They can win games against Houston.
I think they're going to win 0 playoff games this year.
If it's Denver, they're getting swept. I'm with you on that. If it's Houston, I think they can win a couple games. If it's San Antonio, by the way, for that matter, I think they can win a
I
couple
think
games.
Luka can have a 50 burger in there and lead him to a victory.
Yeah, like
I mean,
I'm
he
not.
had 41 last night. They still didn't win.
At the buzzer though.
Dude, did you see Clint Capella with the clapback? I was so proud of him, right? Because I'm like, how do you respond to something like this? Do you do the usual thing like let's compare resumes?
Oh, it's meant as an insult to Clint
Of
Capella,
course, no,
sure.
for sure. But I'm like, how's Capella going to respond? So if you don't know,
I would think Capella
let's
would be
set it up. Hold on,
annoyed.
let's set it up. The report from Dave McMenamin the other night is that DeAndre Ayton was yelling, "They're trying to turn me into Clint Capella," right? And yes, as Zaz says, that's absolutely meant as a derogatory statement. Like, I'm this, and you're trying to make me into this. It's way
even though
beneath
there's
me.
no evidence of him being this.
Yeah. Or even being higher than Capella in terms of career achievement.
Right. If you ask the Lakers right now, would you roll the dice on what you think DeAndre Ayton could be, or would you take Clint Capella?
Prime Clint Capella, it's not just the Lakers. It's 30 NBA teams would say that. And probably a bunch of G League teams and probably a bunch of international teams as well. Now, this arrives on Clint Capella's doorstep. Of course, you can't avoid it. Something like that is said. The media, social media is going to come to you. And so I was wondering, how do you respond? Do you do the resume thing? Do you talk about, hey, man, and he hit him with the most, it's like simultaneously high road and got him right between the eyes. He says, you got 2 of the best floor generals in the league. Lock in. And it's like, it's perfect. It's like, yo, this is the place of privilege you live in. You should be more focused on that than what little old me is doing or what little old me has done. It's
Dang.
awesome. I loved it. It's awesome.
I don't
Nobody
think
else
they'll
loved
win a
it.
single
You guys
game.
are like, nah. All right.
I don't think they're going to win a single playoff game this
I don't
year.
think so.
The best part about Ayton is in that report wasn't the Clint Capella thing.
There's so much in that story.
It was DA's crunk juice.
Yeah.
You know that crunk juice?
I have all about that crunk juice.
That apparently,
I know you are.
according to McMenamin, the Lakers training staff wraps Ayton's water bottle and has it say DA's crunk juice. Drink this to unleash the beast, to keep him motivated. So I've got JT's crunk juice right here.
It's like
It's a nice latte.
It's like a little bit of what's it called? Space Jam.
Mike's
Cocaine?
secret stuff.
Yeah, cocaine.
By the way,
I didn't know what you were doing with
sprinkle
your.
it.
With
by the
your
way, that
Crack
crunk
on.
juice led to 2 points and 4 rebounds.
Dominating.
I like that Zaslow showed up. He's like, why fix what ain't broke? I'm wearing the hat backwards to close out the week. And then he also makes a statement calling back to where we've been the last couple of days. You want to talk about best American band? Metallica.
Oh.
A lot of people hit me up about that was a major omission collectively to not throw out Metallica. They don't make my list, but I guess they're worthy of consideration, right?
I like the gold standard, which we should have spent more time on. The Eagles, I think, with some time to reflect on it, we probably should.
I do want to get to that.
a little bit more. Just like Metallica, they were just casually mentioned. Metallica can lay claim to best American band. You mentioned the Grateful Dead.
Yeah,
and
I did.
No, number one, flatly no.
Yeah.
No,
They're-
the band.
they're basically
the band
just
that
on the metal
dominated
scene.
summer touring for half a century.
They're
Reject
on-
them.
they're-
They're-
I reject them. You know who
not
also draws a
relevant.
bunch? Fish. Fish also draws a bunch. No one's confusing them for the best ever. Yeah, Shakedown Street, great song.
Shakedown
Yeah,
Street.
awesome little ditty. The rest of them, just one big
Their
song.
disco years.
They're not even silver or gold medalists in the Bay Area.
You know about that Sugar Magnolia?
It's like Green Day and Metallica can take the
I
Bay
was
Area.
surprised that Green Day didn't come up.
Green Day.
I
You're what you're throwing out here. Mike Ryan.
Better band.
Year of the Lord, 2026.
Yes.
Green Day over the Grateful Dead.
Way better.
I like Green Day a lot. They are not comparable to the Grateful Dead in terms
In what
of
sense?
influence.
Influence?
In terms of influence, yes.
What are you talking?
Dominating for
Wait a
decades
second.
and
Influence
decades.
Trey
What are you
Anastasio.
talking
What are you
about?
talking about?
Wait a second. Influence? You know how many sound-alikes came off of Green Day?
Literally every band that
Sound-alikes
spawned
off
after.
of Green Day.
That-
Pop punk. I mean,
Yes.
what are we talking about?
Which
Yes.
dominated
You think
America.
they established pop punk
Influence
for
is
the
influence.
world?
It's not about establishing. It's do I like when people start doing this? They're like, well, what got you into it? Like, oh, Green Day. That's the idea. It's not like you have like it's the same thing with Michael Jackson. You say you think Michael Jackson was what about James Brown? Like those guys were
I
all
think your
incredible.
chronology is all out of
No,
whack,
no, no.
fellas. The Green Day does not emerge
It's not about
in a
chronology.
vacuum. I mean, the Seattle thing is already happening. Is Green
Dave,
Day
you know about-
actually not true.
break?
Dave, you know about that Dookie?
I know about Dookie. When does Dookie happen?
Green Day and Nirvana both had their first hits happen at the same
Early
time, in the early
around
90s,
90.
91. Same time
Okay.
as the Red Hot Chili Peppers, for that matter.
Okay,
Which
so that's
also-
Same year.
Red Hot Chili Peppers also deserve
On the
acclaim.
list, absolutely.
so. What you're describing is a wave of sound winning, of adjacent sounds kind of all emerging at once. In other words, Green Day was not a trailblazer.
We
in that
all
regard.
we all stand on the shoulders of giants. You don't have to trailblaze.
Listen to Kareem over there.
If I influence millions of people to follow me, even if I ripped off my act from one guy that nobody heard of,
I'm not down on being derivative. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you're holding up Green Day as a massive influence
it is.
for
Feels
the
like our
next
cars are in
generation,
different
I think
garages
you're
right
taking
now.
it too far.
I don't want to park my car in your garage.
What garage are you
I'm
in?
done.
He's outside. He doesn't
Well,
even
I
have a garage.
also
Carport.
what we failed to mention is, and I don't know how you separate the two, so I'm just entering them as one band. Allman Brothers, Lynyrd Skynyrd. That is in the
If you went
conversation for
in the
best
conversation,
American
or if you went 1-2 great American bands, you're going.
band. I
all
think
those
you got to
Lynyrd Skynyrd.
enter them. No, as one. They count on one line together.
But you're talking about them at the very top.
It still is REM number one.
It's never been REM.
You can argue that all you want.
Who are they
REM is
influenced?
It's all right, Tez. You're
Who
right.
have they,
Just let him do his
Yes,
thing.
who have they influenced?
Yesterday-
Who are they?
It's available. Listen,
Yesterday
you
you tried to
guys
give
say it
credit.
into a microphone. Then people listen on the other end and they go, boy, Amin is right. They really didn't influence anybody. And then you go online and you can look up a wealth of quotes from Kurt Cobain and Eddie Vedder that I started to tell you yesterday. They cite REM as their influence.
Your
Yes.
point yesterday was that
That they are
college
influential.
radio. That was your point yesterday.
No.
Yes.
I also mentioned by name Kurt Cobain and Eddie Vedder, and I should throw in Tom York of
Yeah.
Radio.
Where's Kurt Cobain now?
Oh, man.
Too soon.
I mean, plenty of people cite Bob Dylan and Bruce Springsteen as influences.
Three of the biggest bands that
Yeah.
were in the last 40 years cite REM as their influence,
Yeah.
and that's
Not
not
that big of a
influencing
band.
them. What are
Everybody-
you talking about?
Everybody
big of a
cites
band.
Bob Dylan, and Bob Dylan sucks.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Because it is the crux of your argument is that they
Bushmouth.
inspired so many people. They were this influential band.
So
Bob
so-
Dylan influenced many, and he sucks.
So is that what you're putting that REM on Bob
no,
Dylan's
I
level?
like REM more than I like Bob Dylan because Bob Dylan sucks.
Totally.
I mean, Bob, I'm not going to fight you on Bob. I'm not wild for Bob Dylan.
Tough crowd. Ooh.
But what I have said, I don't think you were here, Mike. We did talk about the Eagles, and by the way, it's properly Eagles, not the Eagles. It's
Yes.
like
Yeah, we did.
talking
Yes.
heads.
Really?
Confirmed it, yeah.
Also, they are, to me, the classic. They are the personification of a system band. Just as you have a system QB, Alex Smith doesn't work in every NFL environment, but if you get him in the right spot, boy, does he sing. Same thing goes with the
he sings.
Eagles.
See?
System of a
See?
Down.
I think in a sentence
Golden
you can
hour,
say it, right?
Golden hour in Southern California, driving around. That's your soundtrack.
Hey,
is
System of a
Eagles.
Down had an opportunity,
Come
but
on.
they went away. Just like Rage had an opportunity. Where's Rage when you need them most?
Just like Nirvana had an opportunity, then they went away.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Well, I Oh, mean, come on.
You're
I mean,
asking
that's
the right
twice
questions.
now.
You're
That's twice.
asking the right
Declassified
questions.
the files.
What about Imagine Dragons?
Oh my God! What? Oh, that was
What
a,
about
that was a
Nickelback?
joke?
I wanted that.
That was a joke. Okay,
Nickelback's
Ted, you
Canadian.
really- you really
they
are
count.
Canadian. Yeah,
It's a
you're right,
shame
right,
because
right.
they'd be there too.
Here's like the real mind bender. What do we do with Fleetwood Mac?
They're not. They're not eligible.
wait,
Not
why not?
eligible.
They're
Why not?
American.
Well, they're great.
Stevie and Lindsay. I mean,
That's the two names.
basically everybody's American except for the dude that the band's named after.
That
Where
kinda
did they
rules
record
them out, right?
their first album?
Is that how you do
It's got to
it?
be Cali.
I think it counts.
When you recorded your first album?
Yeah.
That sounds like such a weird prereq. Like,
I do think you can be an American band with members that aren't exclusively American. As long as you're based in the U.S.
The band is named after Mick Fleetwood, who is not American. They're not an American band.
Then why weren't they called Fleetwood Mick?
Jeremy would hate that band.
Look, for me, obviously, I have Pearl Jam very, very close to the very top. Metallica also has to be mentioned. We're talking about a band here who is still at the peak of their powers over 40 years after they started.
What does peak of their powers mean?
They still tour the world and sell out stadiums.
Who did REM influence is the craziest question to ask, rhetorically or otherwise, when I can tell you who they are. And then Mike Ryan's response is like, nah. I mean, who are they?
I know who
Who's
REM
Nirvana and
influenced.
Pearl Jam and Radiohead. Who are they?
Here's who
Three of
REM.
the biggest bands we've seen. What are you talking about?
REM influenced Matchbox 20. They influenced Train.
Now we're talking.
They influenced Gin Blossoms. They influenced every soft
And
rock.
Pearl
One
Jam-
Republic loves REM.
Pearl Jam yielded Creed. Are we supposed to hold that against them?
Are you saying that as an insult, brother? Because you're off base.
All right. I'm talking to the wrong crowd, I think.
Yeah, you're talking. You should be talking to a crowd that hasn't heard of Mariah Carey. Apparently, I still haven't gone over that.
One of the worst takes is Ethan saying
Ever.
Foo Fighters.
Oh, my God.
Like Dave Grohl's third best band cannot be the biggest American band.
Ethan tried to tell me last night that Foo Fighters was way bigger than both Green Day and Red Hot Chili Peppers.
He's an insane person.
I said, what are you talking in terms of what? He's like, in terms of sales. I said, what's their biggest song? And he's like, oh, My Lord, or whatever. It's like, all right, let's look up the charts. They were like 4th on the Billboard Hot Rock chart or Modern Rock chart. I said, okay, let me pull up Green Day. I don't even know if their biggest song, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I said, you see these lists of ones here? Every single chart imaginable. How do you even arrive at a point where you think Foo Fighters is a bigger act? And I'm not saying like you might like them better. It's all good. Preference is preference. But
That's right. We're not talking. I'm not trying. The goal here isn't to
My favorite
show
band.
your hipster bona fides. Right.
It's
to,
about
to deep dive it.
What's the biggest
influence?
Seems like
REM's
that's
not
what you're
my,
doing, though.
REM is not my favorite band of all time.
Shut up.
although
You
there's
love
some-
those
Come on.
guys.
Keep it up for them.
They're
I
your
love
favorite.
them.
They're
I do
your
love-
absolute favorite.
I do
on
love
REM.
the
Where
first
would the
4 or
freight
5
be without
albums.
REM?
Oh my God.
I mean, come on. It's the greatest album of all time is OK Computer. I love Radiohead. Led Zeppelin is probably #1 of all time, but REM's in my top 4 or 5 bands ever.
I just imagine Dave Damashek, sophomore in college in Indiana, with his like big ass the Discman that you
What's
can't.
the frequency, Kenneth?
1971.
Yeah, it's a Walkman.
It's a Walkman. Yeah, it's with the orange
Shock absorber.
the orange foam on the earbuds
Oh,
or
yeah.
the headphones.
Yep.
And then it's the yellow Walkman, the sport Walkman. Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Yellow.
It get a little bit wet. Be
Yeah,
all
it
right.
can get a little wet. You put your cassette in, your REM cassette in. Shiny, happy people, and just kind of
tree
walking
back
down
pocket.
campus.
Shame on you. Shame on you. So the worst song by a band that has a catalog that runs for days, I have to hold that against
They
them.
could not hold
Because
BC Boys.
I can find some bad Beatles songs too.
BC Boys way better than REM.
Absolutely.
BC Boys way better.
Listen.
Evolved their sound.
I went to see both of them more than once. I've seen all these bands we're talking about live, by the way. But I mean, how old am I?
You saw Led Zeppelin?
I saw Smashing Pumpkins open for Nirvana. I saw Rage Against the Machine many
he is old.
times. I've seen Tribe many times. Johnny Cash.
Tribe Called Quest?
The best live band I've ever seen, Fishbone. You ever catch Fishbone in their
Jesus
prime?
Christ.
You've clearly never
I've
seen
never
the E
heard
Street
of
Band.
that.
You've
What is
never
this?
heard of
Oh,
Fishbone?
it's an
I don't know
old
what
band.
that is.
I had to look up REM.
I'll be honest with you. Now I'm beginning to realize Dave was probably the senior in my dorm when I was a freshman at Georgia Tech. Because I know exactly. I'm not you.
How much
but
weed
they
did you
keep
buy
saying
from
that.
Dave?
Rambling wreck from Georgia Tech.
Don't try to
a
win me
hell of an
over.
engineer. I thought I could get you back in the garage.
Going back to Green Day, they have the most impactful rock album of this century.
Yes.
Like, if you have the most impactful rock album of the century in which you exist, you've got to be in the top 5 at the
I
very
can
least.
say
of American
things
bands.
out loud.
They
It
do.
doesn't make them true.
100% of any band. Like, American Idiot.
Oh,
American
heck,
Idiot.
based on what? Based on
We're
what?
about to say the
Based
Monkees.
off of
You're about to
American
say the
sales,
Monkees.
political
Sales,
influence, all of
Grammy
it.
Awards, recognition. It spawned a musical. I mean, I'm not the biggest Green Day guy. I like the band, but even I can acknowledge that
They're
Jeremy's
fine.
making really good points.
I'm also
here.
surprised the Beach Boys haven't come up.
Beach Boys are a great one, and that is a quintessential American sound. Yeah.
I want Dave to go down the path that he stopped right there, where he was about to say something about the Monkees as a band.
I was not going to say
Brett Cody over here. Huh?
Hey, we're the monkeys,
hey.
baby.
How come if we're talking all-time great American bands, which is a conversation that goes back to yesterday,
Ramones, by the way.
you got to mention Aerosmith at some point.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Aerosmith was mentioned at some point yesterday.
were.
I mentioned it.
And Aerosmith have had like one of the more fascinating career trajectories ever because they were essentially a one-hit wonder, and they went away for about a decade. Run DMC brought them back, a little bit of a lull, and then when they were all old guys, they just dominated radio and
Get
MTV.
a Grip then came out early 90s.
Just single after single after single.
Armageddon
just monster.
soundtrack.
For me on the bar mitzvah circuit, early 90s, Crying from Get a Grip.
Crying,
was played at
Crazy,
every
Annie
bar
Get a
mitzvah.
Gun
I
or
even like
whatever.
Pink.
But
I'm
the song
not ashamed to
sucked.
admit it. Pink! No, a different Pink, the song.
Oh, different.
Aerosmith had a massive comeback.
This is a very Two Americas conversation.
It was
Yes, it is.
But for the record, Aerosmith, all of that new life, second life that they got, Janie got a gun, and all that
Incredible
crap.
song.
Jenny's got a gun.
No, I'm sorry. I don't want to veer into
You're about to
trying
say
to
it's not an
sound
incredible
hipster.
song?
All that music sucked. All that.
Coming from
40,
REM guy.
50 Are you? I
You
mean,
don't what? I thought
do
you
you
liked
have
soft
any-
radio hits.
do you not-
I thought you liked adult
I don't think
contemporary
you
radio
know-
hits.
What I am now learning is over these last 8 minutes, these torturous 8 minutes, is that Mike Ryan has never actually heard much REM. You've heard
Monster. What's the frequency, Kenneth? I like that.
Well,
Orange
no.
Crush. Yeah, Shiny Happy People's weird. Everybody Hurts. I know all about REM.
Life's Rich
I had a
Pageant.
Batman soundtrack.
Go listen to listen to Life's Rich. What's Batman have to do with any of it?
Look, Batman's
Kissed
brought,
by
like,
a Rose. What
the
are you
greatest
confusing
movie.
REM with Seal? I mean,
They were on an OST.
I mean, you talk about Two Americas, this conversation in Aerosmith. You got to realize that one America helped out the other America. with Aerosmith.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes, Aerosmith owes everything to the other America.
Can we narrow this down to 4 bands? I want to put this on
but
Twitter.
also, Roy,
like,
Mount
can we
Rushmore.
come up with 4 of
Okay.
so people can vote on what is the best
Boys.
American band?
Are we
Wu-Tang.
putting?
It's an interesting
a
point, Roy, because one hand washed the other in a way
Temptations.
because it really did help hip hop pop in general. That it surfaced one of the more prominent bands. So one of the more
All right,
prominent
Beach Boys,
hip-hop
Metallica.
albums.
Are we putting REM because
Hell
he
no.
says
Are
it?
you-
Okay.
wait.
Actually, we should add them to the list
fraudulent
so
thing
Dave
if
can
you-
see what he did.
I don't-
Add them to the list so Dave
So
can
what
see
would be the
exactly
4th?
what he
Put them
did.
if we're doing those 3.
Those are 3.
Mike's right.
As
actually.
is always true,
All right, so-
recency is going to win
Mike's
in a
right.
conversation
So who's
like
the
this.
4th
You
band?
guys don't even know what
Green Day.
REM music
Green Day.
sounds like. How are you making a vote?
Is
for
that
them?
4 fine just for voting?
Beach Boys, Metallica, Green Day, REM.
I mean, it's not
Wow,
fine
man.
to me, but it's okay for the group.
How are you not? I mean, to not include the Grateful Dead is loco.
We're not including Tom Petty. I mean, is this list okay?
That's a solo.
I mean, it's a very, very white list, but I guess we're going to have to go
North
with
Wind
this.
and Fire.
Extremely white listener.
We can do
Temptations?
the One America and then do a poll for the
Doing
other
it again.
America.
We're forgetting about Eagles. We're forgetting about Eagles.
Eagles.
All right,
Oh,
Green Day's
shoot.
off.
All right,
Eagles.
Green Day gone.
So
Smokey
un-American.
Robinson.
I want to talk about recency bias. Temptations, look them up.
Yep.
Don't
Motown,
tell me
buddy.
about the Temptations, man.
All right. While you figure out how we
Literally.
want to pose the question on Twitter, and while Jeremy continues to skate on warning everybody at the beginning of the week
Took
to
that ass.
not allow the Miami
Just
Heat.
one more thing on REM.
Oh,
One more
come
thing on
on,
REM.
man.
No, one more
Patches
thing
here.
here. If the best song that you ever made in Losing My Religion was covered better on Glee than your original version, that means you're probably not
Once
the greatest
again,
American band.
Cache mistaking saying something out loud to it equaling the truth. I mean, that's not
He does
their
that a
best
lot,
song.
by the way.
Has nothing to do with reality. That's their best song, according to whom? Somebody who hasn't heard any of their other songs?
This guy never tells the truth.
How about
Asinine.
your favorite little hockey team last night? Taking that ass in Sunrise last night, right from the get-go. Just 3 minutes into the game, your boy, your favorite Panther, our favorite Panther, everybody's favorite Panther, Panther legend Brad Marchand gets the scoring started last night. The Panthers go up 3-0. A couple of empty net goals later, a pair of goals from Marchand after hitting the post on a wide-open empty net. Very embarrassing. A 5-1 victory for your Panthers. That's what I'm talking about.
How about your boy Evan Rodriguez, man? Nine shots
What a
on goal,
game.
7 in the first.
Boca Grande.
What a game he had last night. His first shorty of his career. So the Panthers know they play again tonight, though. Sabres.
You
Big
never
game.
had a shorty before?
He never had a shorty.
Wow.
Shorties are awesome. I know.
Shorties are everywhere, man. Come on. You gotta get some shorties.
You know about them
We
shorties?
You
roll
saw some
out
last
with
night,
pads.
huh?
Dave, you know about them shorties?
Heard of it?
Lions.
I'm trying to go tonight to the Panther game.
I'll be there.
You are? I'm trying to. Now, when I'm trying to, I don't know if you know this. When I'm trying to go to a game, that means I'm looking for the hookup. All right? Like, if I was going to buy tickets, just say I'm going to buy tickets. But I'm trying to go to the game tonight. Whenever I'm trying to go to something, it could be a game, it could be a concert. If I'm
Ethan's got
trying to
tickets.
go, that means I'm looking for the hookup.
I thought Ethan had tickets. Why are you
trying to go.
You're going to the wrong game tonight. There is one game to go to. The team with the nation's longest win streak is playing the team with the second longest win streak in the nation.
Go on.
The
one
team that is
cares.
scoring more runs than anybody in the nation
on.
is hosting its arch rival in baseball. Don't get it twisted. You may be able to argue FSU and other sports, but when it comes to baseball, it is Florida undeniably. Florida, Miami, at the light. What are you doing? You shouldn't be anywhere else.
I admitted this to you guys last week. Somehow it did not make it to air, and I will just, it'll be a very shameful revelation right now. And I told you guys last week I have never been to the light.
Gotta get one of those milkshakes, man.
I've never been to the light.
To the what?
You never been to the light?
Mark Light Stadium is where the Hurricanes play
It's
baseball.
Alex Rodriguez Field at Mark.
Great
Light Stadium, by
milkshakes.
the way, which is why courts
Back to
and
the
fields
field.
don't matter.
Mark Light Stadium is where the Miami Hurricanes baseball play. It's a very famous stadium as far as, South Florida goes. They very famously have,
Great milkshakes.
Yeah, the milkshakes there are the way to go. And it's essentially a landmark down here.
Famous?
I've never been.
Famously?
I'm fascinated.
Locally,
by,
it's
Locally
famous.
it's famous.
I'm surprised, but I guess that's probably part of the region's laws for a sports fan. But I'm surprised Zaz doesn't catch more flack. I root for two college football and college basketball teams, Indiana and Pitt. Grew up in one, matriculated at the other. Fascinated by Zaz. Arch rivals. You go to Florida, but
He
you
went to
root
Santa
for
Fe.
the U.
I did not go to Santa Fe.
I'm surprised you guys don't get on
I
him
was
more.
smart.
For,
I went to university. I'm smart.
Oh,
not
guys.
not like dumb.
We
Business
forgot about the
decision.
Jonas Brothers.
No, I love Wayne. Seriously.
Then you can't take out the legend. What's the matter with you? But you
No,
are. You are
I
more
love Wayne.
Vegas. No, you are more Vegas than him, though. You are.
I help. No, he's Mr. Vegas. I'm Mrs. Vegas. We changed one night. We were doing a video. And it's really hot, right? I looked over and Wayne Newton's hair was dripping. So I went over and I said, I said, I got to fix your hair. And he looked back at me and I said, it's just drip. It was like a little black,
Oh, no.
dye was dripping. So at least
not natural?
No, it's natural. It's just naturally dripping. It was naturally dripping.
Wait, I want to really.
I didn't let him sit there and drip. I thought I should probably step in.
But you have seen Hollywood melt away, vanity melt away, and so
yes.
you had to laugh to yourself that symbol for Vegas excess, that his hair was dripping down his face.
Yeah, I know what to do. No one else was doing it. The makeup artist was like, I'm not touching it. I'm like, someone fix Wayne Newton's hair. So I took over the.
I mean, you don't hate the Panthers though because they keep getting
No,
no, but their fans
I love the
keep
Panthers. Love the Panthers. Great Americans. No, I love. I don't know why I'm doing my Trump impression is the worst in the world, but I just go into it when you need to.
I think it's pretty good.
Oh, is it? Is it pretty good?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I was telling Sasha Michelle Malia that Carrot Top does a really good Donald Trump.
Always been a fan of you, Bob. Always been a fan.
I wish we could say
Big
the same.
fan. Big fan. Oh, come on. We gotta work together. Well, I love this game. It's very exciting though. Coming to 2-0. I mean, it's really cool. This town's going crazy, as you know.
And they're getting in the way.
Florida's probably going crazy too. Oh yeah. Are they talking that already?
Have you ever been to the arena? Because it's kind of where you went to community college. It's like in the Everglades.
I was curious as to where it was because I said I lived in Florida my entire life. I don't think I've been to that area very often. When I went to Boca, I was in Boca. I guess it's not too far from there.
It's right next to Sawgrass Mills. You ever been to Sawgrass Mills?
Sawgrass Mills, man, it's been a while. But they apparently have a hockey team down there, so that's good.
This is a good show.
How do we get Gustav Forsling going?
What's that?
How do we get Brandon Montour going?
Yeah, like anything else, they're gonna have to get these guys motivated, and that's what they did in the last game. I mean, I think it's just like watching the basketball game last night. I'm not a huge basketball fan, but that series is unbelievable. How close the first, second, third games have been by one like motivating thing, one factor that all comes in. Same as the Knights, they came in really motivated. Now I think we'll see what happens down in
Do you think
Florida.
Game 3 was rigged though? Because we have some
Game rigged?
Yeah, like the officials rigged it.
Rigged.
You mean the basketball game last night?
Yeah, very clearly.
Oh, everything's rigged in sports. Yeah, the whole thing was rigged.
Guys, what are we doing?
He knows what he's talking about. When Wayne Newton speaks to you, do his teeth whistle?
He doesn't. Yes.
They look like they whistle.
He said yes. He said yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say, he never speaks. What am I talking? He never speaks to me. What are you, crazy? He's never spoken to me. There's no eye contact. No eye contact.
I got to be honest, though. It seems to us, honestly, and I don't know if the Vegas has gotten to you, the vanity.
Teeth whistle. Yeah. That's the ref. They just look at Wayne.
Jay Leno and Noise Letterman with a sandwich for laughs.
This episode of the Dan Le Batard Show is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings! The crown is yours.
You guys think you're cute. Not so cute today.
Tried to catch you.
Not so cute this morning.
Should have waited a little longer. Just wait it out. Just see how long it takes them.
So the NFL Combine's going on right now. It's like, who cares,
Oh, did you see Ruben Bain sucks?
Well, I told
small arms.
Yeah, just he's a bad football player now.
Dude,
hold on.
The photoshopping of his arms.
I saw that one. I was like, what?
That's so good.
Okay, good, because I saw a picture and I'm like, there's no way that's real. So that there is a Photoshop one out there.
I
right?
shouldn't have said anything. I gave it away.
He's got like alligator arms. That's not real, right?
No, it's fake.
Because you can't draft that.
No, I love people just finding out right now that Ruben Bain doesn't have the prototypical size and has small arms. This has been the book on him.
He's got T-Rex arms.
It's why he wasn't a 5-star. He is incredible against the run. He is a ferocious pass rusher. And there's still some mock drafts with dudes that play a similar position that have shorter arms than him.
Now is not the time for arms.
So I don't know if you saw, though, yesterday at the teams that are really bad, their coaches should pay real attention at the combine. Those are teams that really need to know what's going on. Wouldn't you agree, Dave? If you're a coach,
sound counsel.
If you're
you should pay attention.
If you're a coach and your team sucks, you gotta pay attention to the combine.
Well, what it shows is that the combine is outmoded in a lot of ways. I mean, it is pretty obvious, beyond a tell at this point. The Jags and Rams don't attend. A lot of people have pulled back. A lot of teams have pulled back the number of people that they put out there. There are other methods to evaluate these guys that are better. And what you'll learn is, obviously, it's a face-to-face, press-the-flesh opportunity with your peers and the larger community of football people, along with meeting these prospects. But what matters ultimately is the tape, and football teams understand that. The tape is what matters.
Well, would you agree, though?
More than how fast they run the 3-cone drill.
Okay, but would you agree that if you're a coach of a bad team, and in this case, let's say the team is the Jets, and let's say the coach is Aaron Glenn, all right?
Oh, man. Y'all not going to do this to my guy, man.
I didn't do anything to him,
Y'all
all right?
doing this to my guy.
No one did
Viral
anything to him.
decontextualization.
How dare you show what he did?
Viral decontextualization.
How dare I show what he did on national television?
Coach Glenn, hit me up. I will take care
Maybe it
of
was
you.
just a long blink.
Wouldn't you assume if you're a coach of a bad team attending the NFL Combine, probably not the place or the time to fall asleep?
That's right. It's usually a cabinet meeting.
So you'll hear Rich Eisen, he's on the broadcast, for NFL Network, and he's talking about players here who are doing very, very fun stuff at the Combine. But Aaron Glenn, they show on camera, he would rather get in a schluff.
So Daniel Jeremiah's top 50 prospects as Aaron Glenn looks on for the Jets.
Not looking. Sleeping.
Fernando Mendoza, 1. Jeremiah Love, who we'll also see on Saturday here on NFL Network, the running back from Notre Dame, 2.
I mean, Dave, very quickly, someone was like, Coach, you're on screen. And he popped up, opened his eyes, started looking around to make sure that, hey, I'm awake. I'm here.
It's very funny in that cutaway and everything else, but Mike Ryan just said it all. I mean, if I'm a Jets fan, if I'm a New Yorker, am I supposed to get real worked up about this? There are other people who fall asleep and things that you might make a case are more important.
The Combine is a great napping sport.
It seems like it's a good one.
It's like watching golf.
Also, like if I'm a Jets fan, I'm already resigned to the fact that Aaron Glenn's probably around for one more season anyway, so I can't really work myself up all that
You
much.
ever been to a Combine, any of you guys? You have, right?
Sure.
Do you watch every single minute?
I don't. What coming at me about how
No,
raw I
I'm
am
just-
about Aaron Glenn
no,
taking a nap?
People
I
go
just
to the
told you I
Combine.
don't care that much.
People go to the Combine to network. It's like summer league.
I just said, right. What matters
I'm
more
not
is-
attacking you.
We're on your side.
We're
Get
on
out
your
of
side.
We're trying to. Hey, let us park our car in your garage.
Why
Let
you
us.
close this garage door?
Let us.
Oh, hey, yo.
That's the sound of the garage going up. It's open now.
Come on in.
We're trying to defend you.
Okay, but I mean, that's not the question. Do you only watch the Combine if you're there? The question is, do you only watch the Combine? And if you're not only watching the Combine, do you decide to fall asleep?
You don't decide to fall. He didn't decide to fall asleep. You don't know how hard he's been working. He's burning a candle on both ends here. Come on now. Oh my God, I snoozed while some dude ran. Oh my God. No, that's not the be-all, end-all of this whole exercise, number one. Number two, so they caught him. You know how many other guys were sleeping in that stadium? Probably the whole stadium. But it just happened to be on him when he caught his nap. Viral decontextualization. I will always be a champion defending the weak and the undertrodden about these viral decontextualized videos. Stop it. Stop it, America.
I'm more interested in just where the worst places to wake up are, because I would argue on live TV is pretty high up there in terms of the worst places to wake up.
I'll tell you what killed him. If he had just woke up and just let it up, but the fervent, like the feverish checking of
How long was I out?
No, look right here. Okay,
Yeah.
so run it.
The stumble.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
And
This is
coach,
you're on
TV.
TV. Oh,
what?
no, I wasn't asleep.
No, wait, no, oh no.
I'm very alert.
Run the whole thing because he looks around. He looks around. It's like, is the camera here? Is the camera there?
I'm very
Where's the
alert.
camera?
I couldn't be more awake.
Yeah, see that looked to the right.
The worst place to wake up is on public transportation after you missed your stop.
Yeah.
That's a bad one, yeah. I would argue waking up on the highway, like you're driving to work in the morning and you're like,
Well,
oh,
Waking up
that's
like
worse.
Beatrix Kiddo did wouldn't be any good in Kill Bill 2. By the way, Football America movie episode coming at you in just an hour or two from now. Guests Amin and Zaz, and we do a Tarantino character draft
Yeah.
among other important exercises.
Don't plug until you can make sure the guests are there.
You were there.
Okay.
We already did it. Remember?
Just wanted to make sure.
I will tell
Did
the
you
audience.
fall asleep? Did you, Aaron Glenn, that show?
Maybe a little.
Me and Zaz were doing a lot of the talking.
I will tell the audience we recorded that show. We had a lot of fun with Quentin Tarantino. It was my favorite. We had a lot of fun with Quentin Tarantino movies. I mean, Rachel Nichols outed me. We had a lot of fun with that episode yesterday, and I highly recommend watching today's episode of Football America. I would love to do that again. Just talk about Quentin Tarantino movies. Are you kidding me?
I'd like to point out once again, my man blinked for a second, and everyone took that to be he fell asleep. But I'm gonna tell you where the worst.
by his reaction, you could tell he was asleep by his.
Right.
I'm not asleep. I'm alert.
It's
Look,
because someone yelled at him.
Why are you so invested in defending this behavior?
Two reasons. One,
Put the
because I'm
shot
a
up.
champion for viral decontextualization dismantling.
Okay.
That's number one. But number two is because when I was in college, the semester I was like, I got to get my shit together. I'm going to, you know what? None of these late classes, going early morning classes. I had
Sucker.
Poli-sci, 7:30 a.m. I said, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be attentive, and I'm going to get good grades or whatever. And so the first couple of classes I would go, and I would kind of doze off sometimes. And then there was a class where I dozed off in the middle of class. And it's one of those, it's Poli-sci 101. So it's like 300 students, massive auditorium. I woke up, the entire auditorium was empty. save for 3 or 4 students at the front who are waiting to talk to the professor.
Man.
And I'm sitting in the middle. So basically, all around me, 360, were students getting up and collecting their things. 300 of them leaving. Did not stir. All I found was a pool of drool on my shoulder. And I never went back to that class again.
See, that's what I was just going to say. I never ran into problems like that because I didn't go to the classes in the first place.
Okay, is it
Abhishek
worse?
wins again.
Okay, so worst places to wake
On
up
the
after
highway.
dozing off. Excuse me. Is that worse? And we just saw Aaron Glenn do it at the Combine. To me, the classic, all right, Mike Francesa, Sports Pope, WFAN New York, on Yes Network. This has got to be like a dozen years ago, I would say. A dozen, maybe, about a dozen years ago. And here is for the audio audience, Mike Francesa. It's on TV. It's on Yes Network. He has Sweeney Murdy, who's a Yankees reporter, on the phone with him. And Mike is listening and very clearly falls asleep live on television.
You know, the Yankees took care of them pretty good, if I remember. In the end of that season, there's a 3-game set, I think, at Fenway, another one at Yankee Stadium, which they just kind of walked right through. But otherwise, these late season series,
Look! See the shoulders getting weaker.
It's a very long page.
And it's just not the case finally
he's
for the
out
first
right
time
now
in a
for
long
sure.
time.
Look,
the page is very wide, too.
Startled.
Absence is part of this. The Yankees have been a little affected
You heard
by
something
that
interesting.
pitchers lately.
Where am
They're
I?
going to face two of them in this series. So no matter what
They
the
said
rest
something.
of the
The
team
guys
looks
behind
like,
talking to his
glass.
producer,
if
like,
these
where am I?
pitchers hold the Yankees down, you could be looking at a game
Why
where
is
they
he in
might
a
lose 3-1 or 4-1.
All right, we're talking with Sweeney, obviously.
That is
Obviously.
my all-time. Obviously,
Says
that is
obviously.
my all-time favorite.
I don't like the word blue, but I do have at least one pal that I can think of who has he says he fell asleep in coitus, but then I've heard of the other way happening. Yeah, I don't think you ever come back.
She fell
from it.
asleep?
No, yeah.
So they both fell asleep
I
mid-coitus?
happen to be. You may look at me and be surprised to hear this. I happen to be a vigorous lovemaker, so that would never happen to me.
Put that in the club.
But if that did happen to you, I don't know that you ever.
Didn't
come
we
back from
decide earlier in the week that no one calls it making love?
that. Well,
That's not true.
you're right. You're right. I'm trying to bring it back or try to make it a thing now.
We said no one asks someone else to make love.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
But
right,
you
right.
can be, as Damashek
love
says,
maker.
a vigorous love maker.
That's the time.
Thank you.
Everyone knows
Feel
that's
like
one of the
a
two things everybody knows about you: vigorous love maker.
That I'm a world champion Connect 4 player. Yeah.
I see.
Where do you
Connect
start in the
Four
middle?
Well, where
Where do you throw first one? In the middle? You go wide?
Yeah,
Where do you start?
Sure, yeah, you got to go. Yeah, of course.
Down the
That's-
middle?
Yeah, that's one.
I
Of
like
the
to go
cardinal
wide
rules.
to start
Well,
Connect
that's a
Four.
mistake, and you would lose very quickly.
That's
now.
I bet you put the X in the middle in tic-tac-toe also.
Yeah.
No, that's not the correct strategy. But either way, just so you know, should you and I ever find the occasion to play Connect 4, I only now play recreationally. I retired some years ago. There was nothing left for me to achieve in the sport that gave me a lot, and I felt that it was disrespectful for me to press on at something less than my best.
No.
I gave everything I had
Yeah.
and more to the sport, and it did a lot for me. And that I retire. I'll play it. I'll do
What did
exhibitions.
it do for
like
you?
I said.
So, no, he's spoken like a true GOAT because
Thanks.
I know every time Michael Jordan plays basketball, he just says, "Oh yeah, I don't really do this anymore.
That's
so
right.
this is just for fun. I don't care if you beat me." That's not how GOATs speak. GOATs say, "I don't care if I'm in a wheelchair."
You know, Michael Jordan will still kill you, though,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Right. That's right.
Oh, is that what you're saying?
Is that what you're
saying?
saying?
That's
Are you
what he
picking
did.
up what I'm laying down?
Fake modesty over here?
No, it's not. I just told you, you're not going to get 100%. Dave, the world champion 3 times over, Connect 4 player. You're not going to get that version of Dave.
100% Dave.
I got
cannot
plenty.
handle.
I got plenty to defeat you with, though, and Chris Cody. I mean, obviously he's self-defeating. Doesn't take the middle in Connect 4. Let's play another game, though. I'm a man of peace, and that said, I feel like we should bring 2 of the fellas behind the glass closer together by creating a division between them.
Oh,
I want in on this.
TNT. I wanted to do Mr. Lister, trade back and forth. You say one, then the other says one, and you trade back and forth until one of you runs out. I tried to do that with Tony and Chris Cody yesterday. Unfortunately, before it could get untracked, Chris Cody shouted Lions repeatedly.
Yeah, I kinda screwed that
and
up.
ruined it. So you're now out forever. Instead, Tony's new ongoing foe. Yes, Mike Ryan.
You're going to pit people against one another?
That's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah, it's been a good week.
Here we go. TNT first event, a never-ending decathlon. Or is it TVT? It's Tony Vitache.
Wow.
In one
Ooh.
corner, it's a tall Cuban fella wearing a throwback Raiders jersey that says nothing about where they play because it doesn't make a difference. They're the Raiders forever. In the other corner, it's a smaller Semitic fella wearing a shirt that looks like it came off of an ottoman. It's Jeremy Taché.
Whoa.
All right.
You can say it.
And I will stand
Also,
in the
are
middle
you
just
anti?
to represent the political spectrum.
That's right.
You're
yeah,
not
I'll-
closer to me than you are to him.
You'd be surprised.
Can we get like some?
We got to
some,
get on that Cuban thing.
Can we
telling
get
you.
some like
Did you see that?
music
Hey, I'm Cuban too.
that pits these guys against each other?
I'd like that. Can we get some music?
Can we find pitting music?
Yeah.
music that portrays
kick his ass, by the
like
way.
a battle. You know,
You don't even know what the category
Doesn't
is.
matter.
How do you know you're going to kick his
Doesn't
ass?
matter.
I just hope we both have fun.
I think this. I was meditating on what category, and I think this suits you both. And since I like to talk about football on Football America, that makes a sense to start there. Everybody knows about football. Here we go. Historical. Lot of names on this one. Super Bowl losing starting quarterbacks. Tony, since you vanquished Cody with a plum yesterday, you go first.
Super Bowl losing starting quarterbacks.
That's what I said.
I'm
Let's
gonna
not
start-
do the nonsense of
I'm gonna
vamping
start with Drake
around
May.
and repeating the question.
Drake
Drake
May.
May is a
Everyone knows that trick. You say it again, it gives you more time to think.
That's right.
Can't trick
I
a
said
sir.
the most recent one.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady has lost more than one Super Bowl. In fact, a backup QB in one instance. Tony, you're up.
Let's go with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy G lost a Super Bowl.
Patrick
really could have
Mahomes.
won it. Patrick Mahomes has lost one.
Let's go to Joe Burrow.
I like the let's go.
Jared Goff.
Okay.
Let's go to Peyton Manning.
Kurt Warner.
Let's go to.
Couldn't beat them Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let's go to Dan Marino.
Any boy.
Kurt Warner.
He said it.
He
said it
just
already.
said
He
it.
already.
Okay.
What do
hold
we
on.
say? What do we say?
I know Kurt Warner lost
It
too.
popped into my head. I have
You
another.
cannot
name.
go
I have
Kurt
another.
Warner
done.
twice.
No,
Can
you're
I-
right.
can I go double up?
I can't. No. I can't.
Can
do
I go
that.
double up?
I have
Thank you.
another-
Matt Ryan.
Oh, you
I think
lost.
Tony won.
Oh.
You want to
lost.
keep going, Tony?
Yeah.
Just
Matt
gild the
Ryan.
lily
Rex
a little bit?
Grossman.
See
Yeah,
how
Matt-
far you can get?
You
Matt
just
Ryan.
said it, and then it.
That's a
started
win for the
kicking
right.
around my head.
Can we go Cam Newton?
Ethan. Say Kurt
You,
Warner.
you can go
Can we go
Kurt Warner.
in order. Len Dawson, Daryl LaMonica.
In order. Wow.
Earl Moore.
So you wanted to make this your show, okay?
I thought it would be fun
Kurt
to show
Warner.
off a little
I
bit.
called
right
Jeremy
And
Ethan,
now
by the way.
I'll stop though. If
Can I
that's
take
beneath
Colin
you
Kaepernick?
all, if it's beneath you to show
would.
off my wares, then
Rich
I'll
Gannon.
lay out.
Can you take him?
Nobody noticed.
Would you?
I did.
No, REM.
Excellent
For
battle
far
there,
too long.
Tony.
Not that good. Taché.
I told you I was going to
I
kick his
read it
ass.
popped in my head.
I told you I was going to kick his ass.
It's like it's like when you're trying to say something else, and then somebody says
You
something in
gotta
your ear, and you're
pay
trying to type,
attention.
and then all
Someone
of a
should
sudden
have
you
said
realize
Rams
something in
Kurt
your ear.
Warner.
It's like we're
Neil
having a
O'Donnell.
conversation,
Ben
and-
Roethlisberger.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah,
is
he
a
lost,
fine name.
He lost Aaron Rodgers.
Lost Aaron
Oh,
Rodgers.
he
Donovan
did.
McNabb.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, do you remember that?
Dan
I
Humphries.
didn't see that game.
You remember about like
Jake
how
Delhomme.
Jordy Nelson? You know about that Jordy Nelson?
Listen. I know it all. There's that Super Bowl history.
My gimmick.
What's that?
James Jones? You know about that James Jones?
That's my gimmick too.
James Starks? That was a bad team.
Not great. Yeah, you know,
So I
Rashad
kicked his
Mendenhall
ass. What do you-
fumbled at the
I'm
first
so
play
mad
of the
at
fourth
myself.
quarter, or else Roethlisberger has 3 Lombardis in the span of 6 seasons, and then it, whether you like it or not, is in the conversation for the best Super Bowl era quarterback. Doesn't get it, but if he has 3 rings in his first 6 seasons, the
Dave
train is
Damashek.
rolling now.
I'll keep going. Russell Wilson.
Rashard Mendenhall.
I love it. I
the
love that you
television
can keep
executive.
going.
Matt Hasselbeck.
I'd like you to go with
You know when you're typing,
the best quarter. How
and
about
someone
Roger
says something
Staubach?
out
How
loud, and
about
you just
go there?
type that. That's what happened to me with Kurt Warner. It just happened in my brain, and I said it out loud. I was thinking about Rex Grossman.
Just wear the loss.
Kilmer,
Accept the
Greasy.
results.
Yeah, I mean,
will
like
never.
Tarkenton.
Val Kilmer. You didn't let me keep going.
Because you lost. That's it.
All right, everybody
Ass
settle
kicked.
down.
Don't worry,
Everybody,
we'll play again in November.
everybody settle down.
Okay.
So you know how sometimes pro sports teams, they'll do promotions, at an upcoming game. They'll partner with maybe a local establishment or something, and they'll have a certain promotional night. Well, the Atlanta Hawks, you know about them Hawks,
I know all about them Hawks.
The Atlanta
Used to work
Hawks
there.
coming up. Did you really?
I worked for the Hawks. It was my first job in the NBA.
Okay. All right. The Atlanta Hawks coming up on March 16th against the Orlando Magic. They have a promotional night where they are partnering with a very fine local establishment. All right. This local establishment is called Magic City.
Yes.
Now, I don't know, Dave Damashek. Are you aware of Magic City?
Yeah.
Oh, he answered it immediately.
Heard they have good wings.
Magic City,
Lou
you may
Williams.
remember, very famous. It's a very famous.
I'd say the most famous in these United States.
Whoa.
Yeah, is that true?
Scarlets would like a word.
No, it's more famous than Scarlet's by a mile. All right.
good pull.
Would you say it's the most famous Magic City?
Montreal and Toronto may be more
Montreal,
famous in North
incredible
America.
strip clubs.
Spearmint
in Montreal.
Rhino.
We're not talking about the city. We're talking about the one establishment. This is the most
As
famous.
a one, right? Probably.
Chris is very eager to play this
Spearmint
game.
Rhino in Vegas
That's
is
a
strong.
good one. That's a good.
Thank
that's a
you.
strong
King of
name.
Now, was Magic City very famously the strip club in Atlanta where all the players got in trouble and it was like Patrick Ewing back in
Gold
the-
Club.
That was Gold Club.
Been there too.
Okay, so it was not Magic City. Nonetheless, Tampa, you know about Tampa's clubs? Come on now. You know about Mons?
Mons
I'm aware.
Venus.
I'm
You know about
aware.
right across the street, Space Odyssey? Come on. You ever been on a spaceship?
Does 11 count? Does 11 count? 11's
It's
on
in the
board.
conversation.
I'm not going to let it count.
Nah,
Yeah,
11's
me
a
neither.
club that has strippers.
Yeah, I
think,
agree.
right?
I agree with
Yeah,
you.
it's not a strip club.
Dancers.
Magic City, very famously, is a strip club in Atlanta, which also is very well known, as you may remember from back in the bubble in 2020 in the NBA playoffs, where Lou Williams, he had an excused absence. I think he went to like a family event.
I think it was a funeral.
May have
if
been
I'm
a
not
funeral.
mistaken.
And he got in trouble because during this excused time off, he went to Magic City for what he claims was just to order the lemon pepper wings.
So so I'd like to defend him right here because it's not what he claims. Their wings are world renowned. When I was in college, we used to go literally just for the food. Like, I'm hungry. What do you want? Let's get the wings from Magic. And yeah, you look at what's happening. But once you get your order and you leave.
Yeah, the wings are tiny.
So,
Or so I've heard.
Lemon pepper wings is an overrated flavor.
Oh my God, this caught me again.
To
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Hey,
whoa. White guys.
Hold
What
on.
are you doing?
Hold on. Didn't he mix lemon pepper with barbecue?
Did he?
Lemon
thought
pepper
he
is
did.
Oh,
good
no,
to
they
mix.
created a flavor.
Just solely lemon
Created it
pepper.
for him.
Since then, they
Lemon
created a
pepper
flavor.
Lemon
with
pepper is the
barbecue.
best flavor of wings in the planet.
That's silly.
okay,
Yeah,
so if I can
that's
get back
wild.
to, before we circle back to Magic City and how amazing it is, clearly,
Yeah.
the Atlanta Hawks have partnered for a promotional night with Magic City on March 16th against your Orlando Magic. It's Magic City Monday.
That's a halftime show.
Where
I
they
can
are
get behind.
also giving away, the video audience can see the promotional graphic here, where they are giving away a hooded sweatshirt with Magic City spread across the front and the Atlanta Hawks logo on the side.
And they got the wings in the background. Guys,
And you got the wings right
So
behind.
they're giving out wings?
Oh,
Is what
okay,
I'm to
so let
take
me
away
read.
from this?
Let me
you
read
can
the
get-
promotional material here.
You can get, yeah, there you go.
Okay? The promotional material that comes with it. Hawks fans are in for a feast. The Magic City Kitchen will be serving its world-famous lemon pepper wings. Naturally, the menu will include Lou Will lemon pepper barbecue, a nod to NBA player Lou Williams, who famously stopped by the joint to pick up some chicken, or so he says, while on approved
the
leave
promo?
from the NBA bubble.
It says, or so he
It's
says.
part of the, yeah, it says that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to, this is my camera right here, right? Okay, Atlanta, the Hawks organization. I work for you guys. I got my start in the NBA working for your organization. Had a wonderful time, got my foot in the door, and it was a memorable time. When I say I need that hoodie, right here, and I will wear it on the Dan Le Batard Show, right here, millions of listeners will see me wearing that hoodie. Promo department, marketing partnerships, whatever you need. If you need me to come to Atlanta and support and do anything, I will do whatever it takes. Just give me the hoodie, please.
I'd like one too.
I mean, didn't you almost get killed by Rick Mahorn?
Yes.
What?
Because- yeah. So
In Atlanta, right?
at a game, it was at a game.
Like when he was on the Pistons broadcast.
No. He was an assistant coach with the Hawks.
Oh.
Yeah. So Rick Mahorn is the first NBA person I ever knew in my life. Because I was walking in, it was my first day. I'm carrying boxes, and Rick Mahorn comes in. It's a game day. and he knocks the boxes everywhere.
Why do you do that?
And I'm like, what the hell? And he
How old are you?
Probably like 19 or 20, something
Whoa.
like that. Yeah, he starts laughing. I'm like, what a jerk. And then he would just mess with me. But after a while, I figured out, oh wait, he's doing a thing. And so we became pretty good buddies. And so the end of the season, I think the Fan Appreciation Day, they have the guys sign autographs. But because Rick Mahorn, the Hawks were awful. Rick Mahorn is legitimately one of the biggest names in the organization.
That's so bad.
So as an assistant coach, he's signing autographs, right? And they got the tables, and the fans are lined up down the concourse, down the stairs. So my job is kind of like crowd control. Just stand behind them, make sure people get one autograph and keep it moving. And we just played the Cavs. Paul Silas is the head coach. Paul Silas is a big dude, right? So Paul Silas walks up behind Mahorn, and he goes, shh, to me. And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I'm like, is he going to scare him, whatever? And he smacks the ever-loving bejesus out of the back of Rick Mahorn's head. I'm talking about like the sound reverberated around the cavernous Phillips Center at the time, now State Farm Arena. And Mahorn turned around, and I've never seen him with that kind of rage in his eyes. And I realized he thinks that I did that.
Why would he think that you did
That's
that?
what I wanted to know. Why would I do that? And then he looks and he sees Paul Silas, and instantly all the rage drains out, and he starts laughing. And they hug and everything.
Why would that be funny no matter who did it?
Here's my favorite part.
Going forward, don't hit me and they expect me to laugh about it. Don't strike me.
I said to him, oh, wait a second. You were about to kill me when you thought it was me. Well, it's Paul Silas. It's a big joke. And he says, Paul Silas is a bad dude. And I was like, you know what? All right.
Just love the idea that for a moment Rick Mahorn thought randomly the kid who I haze decided to finally
fight back.
To finally out of nowhere smack me.
I like
in
that
the
Rick
back of my
Mahorn,
head.
who's one of the great bullies in sports history, understood, and it's a great message to everybody who isn't as tough as Rick Mahorn is. Like, know your limits.
There's a level beyond me.
I can destroy. Paul Silas, it's in doubt.
Didn't Paul Silas stuff somebody in his locker?
Tyrus Thomas.
Who's a big boy, too.
Yeah, although I hear conflicting reports about how that went down. But yes, Paul Silas is a bad dude.
Have you ever heard of a professional sports team? We're not talking minor league team.
Mm-hmm.
A professional sports team partnering with a local strip club for a theme night at a game.
No, but Magic City is more than it's an institution.
It's still a strip club.
Yes, but it's an institution. And there's a level of, there's David Magic City waiting on his wings.
That's right, and they're not lemon pepper.
You want to rank wing flavors?
I don't want to rank. I just made a
I'm
statement
just
that
asking.
that I'm going to let sit there.
What's the REM of wing flavors?
I like the what they're doing. They're doing a lot of great work these days with the Carolina mustard barbecue.
No.
You know, they've now it's. What do you mean no?
What is it, tangy? Just a mouthful of tang?
Mustard.
It can have some spice to it. Yeah, the nice mustard. Yeah, the yellow mustard barbecue that's popular on Carolina.
So very
style
obscure
barbecue.
flavor is your number one.
That's obscure.
Yeah, it's an absolute
regional
In
flavor.
defense of Dave, I did ask for the REM of wing flavors.
Yeah.
You think lemon pepper is more universally?
I've never seen mustard as an option for a wing
can I
flavor.
get Carolina mustard, please?
You know how
basic buffalo
I
here.
disagree. I mean, if you go with you can get cute again, and you can go hipster if you want. What are the core options?
Hot garlic.
Hot.
There's traditional
Buffalo, just hot
buffalo wing. Then there's usually a spicy barbecue. More and more they're doing like a teriyaki for the people that
Lemon
don't like it
pepper.
hot.
Lemon
lemon pepper is not ubiquitous.
It
as
is.
menu.
Absolutely
No,
common.
I think lemon pepper is like a core.
Very common.
Lemon
You heard
pepper.
lemon pepper
Nationwide
freestyle by
flavor.
Lemon
Drake?
pepper, garlic parm.
Lemon pepper
Lemon
is
pepper
definitely in the
more
rotation.
prominent than even garlic parm, which is pretty prominent. I think lemon pepper is like right there trying to overtake teriyaki. Probably has.
I agree. Lemon pepper has made a big push over the last decade or so.
Listen.
You know what hasn't made
Wake
a
up,
push?
old man.
You know what hasn't made a push? Carolina barbecue mustard, whatever.
Are you crazy?
No push.
So, I mean, you guys just keep assuming that because you float it out there that the rest of society is going to pick up on it and make it so.
Juju, put it on the
Well,
poll.
Amin said it into a microphone, And so, therefore, it must be
Amin
so.
doesn't have to say it. Everybody knows it.
Juju, put it on the
Except
poll.
you.
What's bigger, lemon pepper or Carolina barbecue mustard, whatever the hell Dave was
I would
talking
like to
about?
try it, but no one's on your side.
You've
here.
never had Carolina Gold. Roy knows what I'm talking about. What would be the correct
does
turn of
Roy
phrase?
know?
I'm not
Roy
really
Roy.
making much of a case when I can't even say what its proper name
I've
is.
had it on
but-
ribs.
Yeah, I mean, it works for pork as well, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't pick that personally.
Yep, you're on your own. Your garage
And
is
Roy
empty.
knows a wing.
And barbecue.
You think I don't know wings? I was in
You
the
know who doesn't know
BW3
wings? That guy
before.
right
You about to
there.
give us Bonafides?
Before
Whatever.
it was Buffalo
I
Wild
don't
Wings,
care.
it was BW3, and it was a
Please, yeah.
regional wing place.
Come on, man.
All through it, right? At Midwestern schools. I think there were 6 in total. Yes.
Lot of fireworks today. By the way, Dave, this microphone's Dan's inner monologue. You don't
Don't
have
throw
to
to
address me. Just let it sit. But everybody's fighting, and that's great.
I went to BW3's Bloomington branch.
Ooh,
and,
Zaz doesn't eat wings because it gets his hands dirty. Attack him.
And it
Ribs,
was Monday.
ribs.
It was
I don't care.
They would have a Monday night wing eating contest. And the standard was,
He eats like a 4-year-old.
can you eat 50
I don't
wings in 15 minutes? And I used almost every second in that first round.
Really?
But I survived. Yeah, to eat 50 in 15.
wings?
5-0 in 15 minutes.
5-0. Okay.
It took me, in fact, 14 minutes and 35 to complete the feat.
That's impressive.
3 weeks later, I was on to the second round. This time, 70 wings in 20 minutes. I bested my time on the 50 wings. I did better on the 70 because I'm clutch and also because there was no drug testing.
Flats or drums?
I'll go either one. I'm
You one of those guys you put the whole thing in
I'm
and just pull
agnostic.
the bone out?
Oh, can
I
you
know
do
how-
like the
I know
trick?
how to. What you do is you take it from the top, the double wing, the double
You break
bone,
it.
and you push it down. You just push it down.
Turn it
and-
into like a, yep.
right. Yeah, little popper.
Yeah.
70 wings in 14 minutes and 30 seconds. Did the 70 faster than I did the 50 because, like I say, no drug testing. Then on to the regional finals, however many wings you can eat in 30 minutes. I got my original batch of 50, ate a couple, gave the rest to my friends, and left a champion.
We've criticized you a lot this week. That's genuinely impressive. I'm gonna give
Walked
you some
out like
props
a.
there.
Good stuff.
I knew I wasn't going to win.
You had nothing to prove. You said, guys.
I mean, I knew what my limits were. Like
Let's
Rick
eat-
Mahorn, I turned around and saw the competition and said, I have no shot
Zaz
here.
barely understands the conversation because he has no point of reference
I
because
don't
he
care.
doesn't eat
I'm
wings
with
or
you.
ribs.
I don't like. You know what? I've gotten the same thing in old age, Zaz. I don't like that. Like Lady Macbeth can't wash the blood off her hands. I can't wash the smell of wings off my fingers.
It's a
it
great
makes me
smell.
crazy.
It's gotten you that way in old age. At any age, he's never liked wings. He's never given it a chance because it's too dirty.
Just live my life, dog. Whatever.
Why don't you fork and knife it?
Yeah.
A wing? A wing?
it's not
What's crazy is not eating wings because it gets your hands dirty. You can fork and knife it.
Whatever.
No.
There's so many other great foods. It's not that big a. I don't care. It's not a big deal
What
to
do you
me.
order at
Name one.
Hooters?
So, well, I can't tell you last time I went to Hooters.
I think it was with me after a Pearl Jam show in Tampa.
Oh,
we went to
really?
see the NBA Finals,
I don't
Celtics
even-
Lakers.
I don't even remember that. I
Yeah,
remember the
that
Pearl
was
Jam
after
show.
you made me a sandwich for the car ride, which was very sweet.
Ah,
All right. You know, I'm going to defend myself.
no
Now.
need to
It
defend
was
that.
super
You're
sweet.
a
Sammy
nice
maker?
person.
He made me a Sammy for the long road trip.
What kind of sandwich was
but,
it?
Tuna.
Ooh.
Do you remember?
No
tuna?
way.
All right.
You
Whoa.
cannot-
Take
no,
it
that's
back.
not true.
That is
That's not
bonkers.
true. That's
I'd rather have
diabolical.
In a
lemon
car?
pepper.
Okay, here's what happened.
I think it
all
was
right?
toasted.
Toasted?
Here's what happened.
I would have thrown it out the window.
Because it wasn't just like, oh, Zaslow made sandwiches for the car ride.
Oh, you had
all right?
extra tuna. You had extra tuna, I know.
That's not what happened. And Mike likes to frame it like, or Mike leaves it completely ambiguous, so people frame it, oh, we invited Zaslow for the road trip. He's going to bring sandwiches for the car. No, that's not the way it went down. I invited Mike Ryan. This is like 20 years ago. It was a long time ago. I invited Mike Ryan to come see Pearl Jam with me in Tampa, which, by the way, how about those seats?
Great seats. Kings of
Second
Leon open.
row. Second row on the floor, all right?
This is when Kings of Leon were starting to percolate.
Yep, Kings of Leon open for them. Great show. And we're going to Tampa to go see Pearl Jam. But I told Mike Ryan, I'm like, look, tickets are on me, of course, but you'll drive, okay? And he said, fine. And so he came to my house to pick me up, and he was like a few minutes early. And as a result of him being a few minutes early, I was still making myself lunch. I was making myself a tuna sandwich
Sounds like he's going to bring sandwiches.
that I was going to sit down at my kitchen table and eat by myself. But since he was early, I'm going to have to bring the sandwich in the car now. Oh, but that's rude if I only have a sandwich for myself.
It really wasn't.
Right.
So I made him a tuna sandwich as well.
Weird.
And I
good.
got into the car with a sandwich for me and a sandwich for my friend. And the way the story was told is that we had a great time and Zaslow made tuna sandwiches.
It sounds like you described that exact thing.
Yeah.
How's your tuna? Is it
don't
McConaughey
know.
level?
It's fine.
I remember it was toasted.
I don't remember that part.
I honestly don't even remember driving. That part kind of threw me.
I've
you
got
put the
Zach
windows
just
down at least?
scooping it onto the bread, and that's it. Here's your tuna sandwich. I can't see you actually.
I think
making
my
a good
initial
tuna
reaction
sandwich.
was like, you really don't have to do that. But it was a very kind
Yeah, but I already
gesture.
did. We were in the car. So
I
it's
know
like,
you know Mike Ryan better than I do. Are you what I'm clearly picking up, Zaz, is that you think Mike Ryan's words are betrayed by his tone?
Maybe.
You think
What he implies.
actually somehow you're a sucker
I
for
don't
giving him a
understand.
So like people that make sandwiches for
I
car
don't
rides are
really think-
suckers?
You're
It's
very
cool to
sensitive
make
about
sandwiches.
this because I said that Zaz made me a sandwich and it was a very nice thing to
I
do
know I
for
am
a car
picking
ride.
up a mocking tone, Zaz. I'm starting to.
It's
the
a very
tone.
nice thing.
He wants to make it sound like if we bring Zaslow places, he'll make sandwiches for the entire
Well, I
car.
guess the real test is now I'm going to inform what you do in the future. But if roles were reversed or in an upcoming show, is Mike Ryan going to bring a sandwich for Zaz?
No,
That's you're right, Zaz.
because it's
You're right.
peculiar.
If you're known as a sandwich maker, though, that's a positive, Zaz. Like, if I have a bunch of friends and
but
I know
I'm not
this
a
guy's going to
sandwich
make
maker.
No, Mike
It's
Ryan
obvious.
just said it though. He's like, that's beneath me.
No,
I wouldn't do that.
I
for
did not say
Zaslow.
that. That's
you
not what
just
peculiar
said
means.
that.
That's not what peculiar means. I said it's
You just said you
peculiar.
wouldn't do it.
No.
Honestly, the only part that's peculiar is the tuna part.
Yeah,
Like,
that's crazy.
in a car.
That's evil. That's
I get it.
evil.
You didn't plan to do it in the car.
Yeah, this was not planned.
I mean,
A nice little turkey and cheese with a little mayo. Like, now we're talking all day.
I don't like
it's
when
it's a kid's lunch.
I don't like when people
It's a
make
kid's lunch.
sandwiches for the gang and they put mayonnaise on all of them. Let's not be
He
presumptuous
cut it in
about
half.
that. Don't do
Oh,
it.
no.
He cut it in
Diagonal?
Oh,
He
no.
cut it diagonal, which is
I
the
think
way
it was
they-
I think it was a roll. My guess
It
is
was
it
a
was
roll?
a roll. I think I was making on like a Kaiser.
He's like, you want the crust?
toasted
Attaboy.
You want
I,
the
for
crust?
one, think it's a
You can
nice
toast the
deed.
Kaiser.
Of course.
I think it's really a nice thing to do, even if Mike Ryan wants to mock
I know
you
it's a
now for
nice
it.
thing to do.
He said, but what I don't like is that he's having his cake and eating it too, Mike Ryan, which that
tuna.
cliche should really
Cake
be
with tuna.
changed to he wants to have his cake and some pie because that's really gluttonous.
Cake,
you know,
pie,
like
and tuna.
if you give me a cake, I'm gonna eat it, and if you attack me for like, dude, I gave him a cake and he ate it. What a slob! Like, yeah, that's what's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
go
a
on.
very eccentric room that we have over there on that side of the
I
glass.
think
when it means a
I think
normal
it's
one-
outrageous. I think it's outrageous that you stand here and look a gift horse, a literal gift horse, in the mouth and say tuna toasted.
I'm
No
a gift
thanks.
horse.
Peculiar. That's your response. Peculiar. Not thank you, sir.
It was thank you. It was a nice gesture, and I ate the sandwich.
And then I took a picture of it and put it in the group chat.
And
Like,
now,
see what Zaslow
and now
did?
for
That's
dessert,
20
and
years
now
ago.
for dessert, you're trying to serve him some humble pie, or I don't know what you're trying to give him. You're trying to turn him into a punchline.
I BBM'd
for being
Hawk,
a good
and
person.
I was like, hey, look at this.
BBM'd. Yeah, here's the kicker. We had a great time, okay? We had a great time. I took him to Pearl Jam. I made him a sandwich on our car ride there. I think we probably split the hotel. I can't imagine that I paid for that whole thing, but we had a great time.
It was.
And when
You
we
shared a
get
room?
back,
Yeah, that's
we're
the move.
kids back then. You don't have your own room.
We worked in radio,
Yeah,
Dave.
we
Like,
had
20 years ago. Okay.
We didn't have any
16
money.
years ago.
Okay.
What are you talking
It
about?
was one bed.
Right now,
My PD kept stealing my invoices.
current Dave does not share a hotel room with anybody.
No, of course
outside
not.
of
Of
a
course
lover.
not.
We were in our
because of
early
all the years that you
20s.
had to crash on someone else's like rug.
We were so young and poor.
Okay, I forgot what period of time.
you
this
forget
happened.
radio?
We had a great time. And I figured, you know what my thank you will be? Maybe the next day on the very popular Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz. Maybe they'll have a conversation about that nice Jewish boy, Jonathan Zaslow, who
Just
took,
sandwich talk.
who took our producer, Mike Ryan, to a Pearl Jam show. And not just that, they had second row on the floor.
I didn't know where you were going.
Okay? What a
And not
great
just that, they
time.
had
What a great
Pour,
time.
pour on
And
the floor.
instead, I turn on the radio, and the conversation is how when you take a car ride with Zaslow, he makes tuna sandwiches for everyone.
Turned you into some kind of an ass.
Well, that's because I BBM'd Hawk a photo of the sandwich. And he's like, this is strange. I'm like, yeah, a bit peculiar.
You gave him a nice pat on the back, and what did he say? He accused you of putting a knife into his back. It's outrageous.
I will say, though, like, I like Pearl Jam because of Zaz. I wasn't a Pearl Jam guy. He knew that, but he knew I'd be a good hang for a concert. He introduced me to Pearl Jam and Kings of Leon, who I wasn't up on at the time. I'm grateful for that.
Kings of Leon, is that?
Yes, actually. Yeah, that's the one.
And I'm gonna build somebody.
They sound just like that.
Hello, Mystery Crate family. The entire crew was acting jester and bully maxing me on a couple of different items today.
What?
Mike Fuentes, huh?
What was that? Jester and bully maxing?
Yeah, they were jester because they were bully maxing me on sinkholes, on calling people that go to the Ren Fair dorks.
He's just saying words.
On a whole bunch of things. No, I'm doing a thing.
yeah.
We also talk about clavicular, Jess's favorite topic on the planet. Mike Fuentes also eats 6 hamburgers and puts Chris Cody to shame for a piss poor effort. You guys also talk about Night of the Seven Kingdoms and what is it, George R.R. Martin? Is that who it is? Or
Yes. Yes. And I act in Spanish.
Oh yeah, and Amin acts in Spanish. Probably the best acting job, ass off, of the entire year, even though it's only been 2 months. Mystery Crate, wherever it is you get your podcast on your Rose. No, nothing. Okay, wherever it is you get your podcast, and check us out on YouTube and DKN. Where else? Anywhere else?
I think that's it.
Okay, goodbye.
See, you said something, Dave, and you didn't know that this was now about to. Now, you wrote a check that maybe your ass ain't going to be able to cash, all right? Calling yourself a multi-time Connect 4 world champion.
So what is it, Cash?
It's nice to see the game. This is like an old timers game. I'll play a recreational game of 4.
We happen to have a monster-sized Connect 4 set.
Already gimmicky.
We have it here.
Are there any tuna sandwiches?
We have, don't deflect. This is not about me. We have the Connect 4 set in the studio here with us where Dave Damashek, world champion.
Right.
Is it like
Three times
supposed?
over.
Is it like
Supposed world
Seinfeld though?
champion.
I choose not.
Supposed. Where'd you go? You went to a tournament?
My friends and I had a tournament. I won it 3 years in a row.
Is it like Seinfeld though, where it's like I choose not to race?
Choose not to race.
I just told you I'll play a game of recreational.
Okay.
I
want to play this.
I retired last century, literally. So.
And he will face Mike Ryan.
I'll play the occasional game.
I want this to be
recreational
like if it were being broadcast. You two are, one of you's the play-by-play, one of you's the color guy, and these guys are playing. I want this to be like it's a real broadcast.
I'll be play-by-play.
Consider me Apollo Creed showing up to fight Drago that night. I'm showing up for an exhibition.
You probably rooted for
we're not
Drago,
playing
didn't you?
competitive
This is
for
going
you.
on your record.
So which one of us is the color guy?
I'll be play-by-play.
Okay.
You'll be the color.
I'm the color guy.
Mike, I'd like you to go first,
two
or
matches.
I'll go first.
Oh,
but
wow.
I want to be a gentleman.
I'll take
Well,
it.
is that normally how it's like? How is it normally determined?
Well, Mike has already cast himself as the villain. We know what where his head's at. He was given a tuna sandwich and attacked that person for doing it. So obviously, he's the heel here.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Mike's going first.
I need something. I need the players to really cut the chatter. Let the broadcast carry.
I might play blind. I might just close my eyes and see if I can do it.
All right, Mike is the dark red pieces. Dave is the dark blue.
Are you
Dave
colorblind?
is the light blue.
I might Kenobi this. I might Skywalker this.
Mike is up.
On the I
he
might
goes
close my eyes
right
and get Death Star.
down the middle.
Got some chatter on the court right now. Dave Damashek, real confident in his ability.
Dave goes right above Mike. Mike now immediately to the left of his first move. Dave is going to block that attempt. Mike right above his next move. So he had 2 in a row. Now Dave has 2 in a row going up.
The pace.
Mike now has 3 in a row. It's going very fast.
You got to let it breathe so the color guy can come in with us to comment.
Dave blocks that attempt of 3 in a row.
Pace has slowed down considerably after a feverish start. You like to see the guys.
Mike's
really...
got to be worried here. Mike's got to be worried for the double up 3-2.
Mike's studying the board.
Tony giving hints.
Mike now has 3 in a row on the bottom. Dave blocks.
And Mike blocks.
Mike comes in now. He's got 2 in a row. The third row from the right.
You see what Dave is going for here. He's trying to double build.
Dave now has 3 in a row right down the middle.
Don't give it away.
You need to let him know when they're 3 in a row.
Well, how do I give
There comes a point where you can't do that.
Okay.
Just say Dave made a play.
Mike was looking around the board. Like,
All right.
what move should I make?
That was
All right.
insane.
All right.
All right.
Just
Not
realize
all right.
play-by-play doesn't work for Connect 4.
Hey, you rarely see that where the broadcast gets in the way of the play on the field. And there goes Damashek.
Damashek is setting up a lot of stuff right
trying
here.
to recover
He's
after
all over
a
the board.
massive blunder by my partner.
Mike studying the board for his move here.
You know, this reminds me of a game back in '75.
You remember that one?
Yeah, between old Joe Damashek, now no relation, but he was one of the great Connect 4 players of the modern era, before the merger.
Everyone remembers that classic.
Almost a shot clock violation here.
Damashek will not be
Oh,
duped by the trickery of one Mike
set-
Ryan, but instead...
Damashek is playing chess right now. He's setting up
and Mike Ryan waves a Matumbo no,
the most
saying,
obvious.
I see what you're doing.
Yes, it's obvious not to go there.
As he inspects the board, Zaz, do you like tuna sandwiches?
What exactly is Mike Ryan's strategy getting up real close to?
Yeah.
Like getting real
Everybody
close?
knows the closer you get, the more serious it is. When there's an exciting moment in a sporting event you're watching on television, everybody inches closer to the TV. That's because it's very serious. Everybody knows that, and that's the same thing that's happening right here on our board.
He's leaning in.
Damashek's like 4 moves ahead on every move.
He absolutely he
Damashek's got to be minus 220 right now.
I mean, this is like watching the Queen's Gambit.
Bishop to Rook 9, Dano.
Mike studying the board.
I didn't bring that back.
For our audio,
Do not react on Mike's behalf.
the crowd is trying to lead him on.
Is Mike an idiot?
Someone in the peanut gallery just asked if Mike was an idiot.
Mike.
We're here at the Invitational Connect 4 Regional Friendly.
I am so invested in this game right now.
It's a friendly that is going to go on Dave Damashek's world champion record, though.
Ooh.
Dave now.
The middle
has
row
reached-
is-
the middle row is completely stacked.
Dave Damashek.
Mike is up.
Curious.
Mike really wants to put it in that spot that will screw him.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
What would you say the odds are right now in this game if we're doing live betting? I mean,
We're doing live betting on not our sponsor, but our own thing going on
And
here.
Mike loses.
There it is.
Those three were just
He
staring
set
him in
him
the
up
face.
Exactly right. Dave, you set him up with a double T trap on both sides.
Poor kid was out of his depth. I mean,
Dave,
why do that?
Dave,
You
we have
know
Dave Damashek for the post game interview.
He
on
has
the
a
court.
mic. You could
Dave,
probably stay where
Mike,
he's
you
at.
wait right here, okay? Dave, what did you see? What led to that victory?
Yeah, I'm just real proud to be an American right now and represent everybody from these United States. It feels real good to get one, and nice job by Mike there. He did his best.
Fell
and
for the double
today
T.
It wasn't good enough.
Fell for the double T formation.
Now, Dave, how did you react to when it felt like you had a very straightforward type of victory, the kind that happens from a little negligence from your opponent, only for the broadcast to point it out to the opponent and then to get the block?
Yeah, to be honest with you, it felt like the moment was maybe a little bit too big for my opponent here. I hope he learns from it. But, in the meantime, it's always great to get out there and compete. And, as you can see, I employed the straightforward strategy. Cardinal rule, load up in the middle, group your same colors and go from there and play defense. It's always, like defense, much like it does in some other sports, can win championships and has for this fella right here.
Now, Dave, did you know when Mike Ryan made his last move? Were you setting him up? Did you know that was where he was going to go? Because your final piece, you reacted really quick.
I knew the game was over before it began.
Now, Dave, you've been off for several decades from competitive Connect 4 play. How's your body feeling right now?
I'm okay. I mean, listen, I just am not in a spot right now. Like I've said before, and I'll say again, this sport has given me so much. It would be disrespectful to re-enter the fray and start playing competitive 4 again. That ship has sailed. I'm an old man, I got to tell you. It does feel good to get out there, though, and stretch out a little bit.
Thank you to Dave Damashek.
Everybody, let's give it up for our champion.
Good job.
Prevails once again. Mike Ryan, come over here. Mike, what do you believe was the turning point in today's match?
He got aggressive in the middle, and I didn't really have an answer for it. I knew I was on my heels pretty much from the moment that I laid that first piece. He really is as good as he says he is. I'm a little frustrated with how I gifted it to him, but the way the board was going, it was just a matter of time. I got smoked.
Now, Mike, you heard all the mythology surrounding Dave Damashek. Was any of that playing a part in your brain as you were playing the game?
Yeah. No, he beat me before we started playing. I felt it in my knees, and he's as good as he says he is. And back in the lab, it's going to be a long off season for sure. But I hope to get him the next time.
How do you bounce back? Will there even be a bounce back next time?
I'm going to try to pick somebody really stupid and get the boost of confidence there, and then build on that success.
Get in here, Chris Cody.
Damn it! Everybody, let's give it up for both competitors.
All right, good job.
Loser cleans up, by the way.
Good game.
My favorite part is when you release them to the. Come on, release them, Mike.
I will
I
say
love this
too,
part.
I was trying to look at the board on the monitor, and it really created it. As you can see, you can see
good stuff right there.
it creates an odd specific challenge to play with 2 shades of blue against that giant monitor in the background.
Yeah, not ideal.
Tricks your eye.
Not ideal.
Yeah, that was.
I was able to overcome. Of course, obviously.
I'm used to playing red and yellow.
It isn't
It's red and black, I think, generally.
Hey, since this is game
That's
night,
checkers.
since this
Definitely
has
red
turned
and yellow.
into game night on the show, I'd like to give Taché another shot at Tony and TNT here. But if we did Mr. Lister and they had to trade back on another category, what would thread the needle in terms of fairness? What does not
Vice
advantage?
presidents.
Okay, we can do one of those.
No, we don't have to.
What doesn't advantage either fella, as far as you know? You know them
NBA.
better, Zaz.
I think NBA.
Yeah, they're both up on NBA.
Up on NBA.
Okay, make sure no one's looking at any laptops, and then we're safe. What
Why
would be a good
anyone look at
category?
their laptop?
Or we can do musicals.
It's a fun one, yeah. It's a fun
Glee
one.
covers?
19th century English literature. What do you do? I mean, what's a good call here? NBA category.
NBA
could go real easy. Could go like, as a for instance, teams that have won the NBA title this century.
That one's way too easy. That
MVPs?
one, they would both
MVPs?
clutch that.
I understand why
MVPs.
teams that are down 0-1 in a series start to sweat a little bit.
How about this? This is too big to track, but I think, Amin, you'd probably be able to do this with your brain alone. What if it
You
is
got that good brain?
I got. What?
Hey, yo.
players who have been a part of losing a playoff series to the Miami Heat this century? I know that's a big one, but I bet you that if you...
Okay, let's say that one again. So players...
I don't. That might be too specific.
Yeah,
Zaz?
it feels a little specific. Players have lost to the Miami Heat in a playoff series this century, so we're not taking the 90s, starting from
I just want to
2000.
I want to have a deep list that they'll both have a lot of answers for.
There's like 1 million players there.
Yeah. It might be too
A
wide.
1,000
if you think it's
players.
specific.
Okay, how about this? NBA teams that have the color red in their uniform.
Up there's the music. Now you know if you just tuned in, you know, whoa, there's a feud taking place.
Is that one good, Amin?
Sure. Red in their uniform.
Well, come up with another one.
I like MVPs.
I think MVPs is kind
I
of
think
like
MVPs
Super
is
Bowl
good.
losers. It's like, it's a very finite list.
MVPs is tough. I like
Any NBA MVP.
Any
Who
NBA
is the awarding body that you're going off of?
The MVP, the
The
one,
NBA.
the person who gets a trophy.
The person
What
who
are you
got the
talking about?
award.
Okay.
This isn't sporting news and all that. Like,
Yeah, let's go
The
with the person who
NFL
won.
was
We're doing
plagued
my
by that
personal
very
MVPs.
thing for a long time.
we're not doing that. We're doing MVPs.
So does Tony go first since he won?
You won, so you.
Oh, it's his choice.
I'm going to go with the current reigning MVP, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
We're like, Amin's like the person watching
There are
Jeopardy on
several
TV.
more
Like,
in
this
this
is
century.
so
8
easy.
million
The
MVPs.
pressure is what gets to you, friend.
There's several more.
It's
from this
literally every
century.
famous player in NBA history.
Did you see Mike Ryan crumble when the lights got hot in Connect 4? He wasn't ready for competitive level
Bill Russell.
4.
Check.
Yeah.
Jeremy is reaching.
That's not a
We're in
reach.
the
to
night-
go
Not
with
reaching,
Bill
but I
Russell.
think he's running low on names based off that one.
We're in the 1960s.
I mean, yeah.
There are so many easy answers.
Easy ones.
I know, but guys, when you're on this side of it, it's not that easy. When you're starting to think of it, you're like, damn, who played basketball
So
ever?
you're choking a little bit.
No.
If there were an actual like
played
4-second
basketball ever?
clock on this, it would you guys would really already be done.
Larry Bird.
Check.
Russell Westbrook.
Check. We need those chest timers.
Yeah,
You gotta slap it like fresh.
I mean, it's a good thing I'm not on the buzzer because they would have buzzed by now.
Tim Duncan.
Check.
That was the next one that was in my
I hate
head.
when that happens.
Don't worry, there are a lot more.
A lot.
I know. Relax.
And they're obvious names. It's not like
It's so easy when you guys are looking at the list of MVPs.
Jerry West.
That's also
check.
This game's easy.
Actually, no, hold on.
Oh!
Yeah,
That's
Jerry
out.
West.
Jerry West
Uh-oh.
not an MVP.
Yeah.
Wow. Tony's so happy.
Wait, Tony went first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I
So
just
Tony
throw
wins.
some names
Ball
from this
game.
century that you guys
Easy.
didn't even
Dirk,
say?
I know, is one of them.
I don't think you said Steph Curry.
No, he
I
said-
said
he
said
Steph,
okay.
Steph,
He
we
said
said
Steph.
Nash.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, no one said Dirk. No one said, here's an easy one, Charles Barkley. He's only on TV every goddamn
Did
day.
anyone
Oscar
say Allen
Robertson?
Iverson?
No
Did
one said
anybody
Iverson.
say
thought about
Wilt?
Iverson, and I wasn't
No one
sure,
said
actually,
Wilt.
that
I was close to Wilt and I was
Yeah.
close to Barkley. Those
No
were-
one's-
Did
Yeah.
anybody say Magic?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
he
said
said
Magic.
Magic.
I love
No one said Oscar.
Look,
Did anyone say James Harden?
when the pressure is
No
on,
one said Harden.
it's a
That's
different
I was
thing.
about to.
No one said Giannis.
Yeah, he did.
said
Yeah.
Giannis?
Jeremy
I
said
love
Giannis.
how none of us were listening.
You got mad at me for hesitating.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Kevin
All right.
Garnett.
Kurt
No one
Warner.
said
I was on the big ticket. I was just about to say big ticket.
Tony had all
I-
he was about to say.
Karl Malone.
Another one I was about to say. The man.
David Robinson.
George Michael.
The Admiral.
George Mikan.
I got to tell you, it's a little bit surprising that Jerry West never won MVP.
Yeah, that was
Not
just
surprising. He
me going-
played in an era with like incredible dudes. Who
I
were-
know, but they made him the logo.
He's the
Not
logo.
on purpose. It's not like, and Jerry West is our logo. They just picked the picture and says, okay, and then people have to sleuth later to find out that it was Jerry West. It wasn't, let's take our greatest player.
All
and make
right,
him
you
the
know
logo.
what? I've officially had it. Amin has been throughout this show may I say, a little bit of a know-it-all because he hasn't been put on the spot
I think
yet.
he's been the only normal one.
Let's change that right now.
Wow.
It's time to pick up where we left off yesterday. NHL player, a prescription drug. Like I mentioned, because of the Scandinavians and beyond.
Did not expect
a lot of overlap on the Venn diagram of hockey players' names and prescription drugs that are out there.
Let's do this game before we get to our next game, which is Connect Four, but you can only make a move if you say an NL Cy Young winner beforehand.
This is really coming together.
Kershaw.
Here we go.
All right.
I mean,
we got to wait for the music, right? Is there no music for this?
I don't think we had music.
We
for
had
this
music.
one.
It was a fun music. I remember doing the day.
It
wasn't this.
Maybe.
Rupa hints. Dallas Stars potent centerman, Rupa hints. Or cirrhosis treatment, Rupa hints.
I'm going to go. Let me walk you through my thought process here. The medications typically are not hard to pronounce. That Rupa hints sounds like a difficult thing to pronounce. I'm going to go NHL player.
I betrayed myself by giving it multiple pronunciations in one. Rupe Hintz is the high-flying centerman for the heavyweight team, the Dallas Stars. Roy knew it. That's why. That's the limitation of this game. I can't go to Roy.
Roy, you gotta play it straight.
I'm laying out, man.
You didn't do it that first time. I heard you laugh.
I'm sorry, it was just funny to me.
I heard you laugh. So.
Rupa hints. That
was a real giveaway. I wanted to put science behind it.
Yesterday, I almost threw a shoe at him because he said the answer as Chris Cody was being asked the question.
Well, because I thought you were asking Sarah Sivian.
I mean,
Lions.
Thank God he said Lions.
Chris Cody.
Shit.
Zerelto. 6'6" defenseman with the big shot from the point, mammoth defenseman, Simon Zerelto. Or anti-blood clotting treatment, Zerelto.
I'm going to go with medicine.
Wow. We're 2 for 2.
50-50.
Good job there, Chris Cody. It is.
You might have gotten him on Zuccarello.
One more?
Yeah.
All right. Zaz. Kiscali. Leaf center, already one of the best skaters in the league, Noah Kiscali. Breast cancer treatment, Kiscali.
I think it's breast cancer treatment.
Wow, 3 for 3 in the room.
Nice.
I'm proud of all of you guys. This is a real streak.
Jeremy was so happy he didn't go to him.
God.
One more for Tony.
I'm feeling that.
One more
I
for
knew all
Tony.
those, by the way.
Artem Zub. Sizable Russian goaltender for the Ottawa Senators.
Sizable is a good way to describe it.
Give me the medicine.
Arter Zub. Or kidney medication, Artem Zub.
I was just offlining with Amin, and when you watch NBA basketball and hoops long enough and playoffs long enough, you get a lot of ads for pharmaceuticals. Mm-hmm. I've never heard of Artem Zub, so I think he's a sizable Ottawa goaltender.
Artem Zub is a goaltender for the Ottawa Senators.
Doesn't look like a goaltender.
Looks like a defenseman there.
Apparently, he also is a skater.
He can do it all. It's up there with Michael Jordan. And
Either way, one
Bo
more.
Jackson
All right,
and Tenor Davis.
Do Jeremy.
you guys are on a great streak here. Jeremy,
Get the music back.
Konechny. Flyers tough and skilled winger, Travis Konechny, or blood pressure treatment, Konechny.
Kurt Warner. Blood pressure treatment.
Ah,
Damn,
idiot! You
idiot!
Streak.
That's it.
He's
That's
down
it.
3-0, by the way.
That's a good game. Good job,
Yeah.
everybody.
Thank you.
That's a good game.
All right, Greg Maddux.
Nothing in my wheelhouse, huh?
Can I show you guys something that caught my attention yesterday on social media? So there's a professional wrestler from AEW called Darby Allin. All right. And that part's not important. But he is a big deal when it comes to wrestling. Okay. He's a very famous name. Mm-hmm. And this video is circulating on social media where he is doing a podcast that apparently is also like streamed. Okay. So there's also video.
Live stream.
But he's sitting in the back seat of an Uber or a Lyft, whatever. and they're taking him to, I think, that night's wrestling event. And you will hear the Uber driver is very, very upset with this interview taking place in the backseat of his car, and he proceeds to throw him out of the vehicle in the middle of the highway. Give this a watch and listen.
Tucson for AEW Collision. We got this program going on. Can we expect to see like a match?
One second.
I hate to interrupt like your AA or like therapy session or whatever, but it's kind of rude of you to be on speakerphone like in someone's Uber.
Is it cool if I finish?
Look, man, I've been driving since 5 a.m. I'm tired. Like, can you just put the phone up? Like, it's a little rude.
This is like an interview. Yeah, we're on national TV right now, just doing an interview here. Real quick.
I don't care. I make like $15 an hour. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, but you want 5 stars. This is 1-star behavior.
Is this your AA sponsor or something?
No, it's not an AA sponsor.
I don't care. Can you just put the phone away?
I'm
like,
straight edge.
Is he really
I knew with this face paint, this Gene Simmons thing, like you were gonna be trouble. Like,
yeah.
Dude,
wait,
you want me to
Nice
cancel
old
right?
buddy.
Put the phone.
That's 1-star behavior, sir. You know, and honestly, a Lyft driver would not drive like that. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get
Uber.
Take me to Tucson.
Yeah. Take him to Tucson so we could be doing AEW live here
Yeah,
at
real
Tucson.
fun, buddy. Real, dude. I'm over this. Get out of my car now.
Let me see you.
We're in the middle of the highway.
I don't care. Get out! Go! Get out of my car! Get out!
We're in the middle of the highway.
See, Lyft drivers really do this.
Wow. And he's left standing on the side of the road in the middle of the highway.
All right, what team you guys on?
What the hell?
Fakest thing I've seen in a long time.
I don't think it's fake.
That's
100% fake.
I do not believe that's fake.
100%
I
fake.
think that was a real meltdown. And that was a real meltdown.
100%, huh?
I don't think he's like that. I don't think Darby's like that meta.
Like, what is the wrestler? What does he have to gain by making that fake video?
We're
talking
about it now. As
No,
opposed
but
to if it was just
he's
a
like
regular,
a really famous wrestler.
I
Like,
get
he doesn't
it.
need that kind of
I
attention.
get
Yeah,
it.
but we wouldn't be talking about him.
He's not like a
ever.
really famous wrestler because they don't know him.
I hope that's true. I'm with Amin. I hate to be so skeptical. It doesn't feel real. The performance of the Uber driver felt
not-
phony
yes,
to me.
he's not- Really?
That
And
felt like
also,
a
if
real
somebody,
meltdown.
what is it's like? That was Mike Ryan's reaction when Zaz tried to hand him a tuna sandwich. So stop this car. Let me out. I'm not going to be a party to this. I feel like that I don't know the wrestler that guy also. If somebody said, "I'm stopping this car. Get out," but we're on the highway. Get out here. Like, you'd be like, no, I'm not getting out. I'm not getting out of the car.
See, I think
No,
Darby.
I'm paying you for this.
From what I know of Darby, who's a bit of a vagabond and a bit of a daredevil too. He recently climbed Mount Everest. I think he's like kind of chill about that stuff, and is going from what is, I think, initially a bad look to him to by the time the guy has his full.
Why is it a
emotional
bad
breakdown.
look to him?
So you sent me this yesterday, and you didn't understand what the Uber driver's problem is. Now
I don't.
The Uber drivers should not have acted that way, especially by.
Why
the
are we
end of it.
treating this like it's real? What are we doing here?
Well, because there are people that do this that don't understand it.
Do what?
They go on speaker when they enter an Uber or are in a public place, and they clue everyone into the conversation that they're having instead of putting on AirPods or a
hold on a
headphone,
second.
and that's very rude.
Hold on a second. I completely understand what you're saying, except he's not in a public place around public people. He's paying for a service, and he's on the phone while the service that he is paying for is being performed. He's not He's not sitting at an airport terminal with people around him who have to listen to his conversation. He's paying for a service.
Zaz, you love wrestling on top of
Forget about the
everything else.
wrestling.
But I'm just saying. Okay, so that's an element of it. If you were doing a show and you were interviewing somebody and the driver turned around and said, keep it down. I don't like this. You should stop doing this. Would you be like, ha, 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 this is pretty funny. It's going to hurt your rating. It's going to hurt your. You'd be like,
How else is
what
he
the
supposed to
hell are you? What are you doing? Well, you would go.
I would
crazy.
handle just like the wrestler. I would laugh. I would laugh.
I would go. I would go.
If I'm on an interview,
I would say, give me that guy. I'd say, put the driver on the phone right now. Of course, you wouldn't just be like, oh, this is a zany.
Well,
moment.
I don't know who those radio hosts are. Like, I don't know what.
But what would your reaction be?
I would probably feel uncomfortable. Me, I'd feel uncomfortable because if I'm on live radio,
Agita?
and I'd have a little bit of agita.
Look how mad Amin is.
Because the live radio that I'm doing is being like thrown for a loop, and I'm the one who's at the center of it.
But you would go crazy if the Uber driver interrupted your interview.
I'd be annoyed.
I mean, you would turn it into a bit, was what you would do, right? I mean, hand him the phone. Let me have some time with it.
I started to interrupt your AA meeting. Let me do that joke like the third time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the least believable performance ever in the history of performances. That's why you can't get randos to do stuff in videos, because
I love how you want it to be Robert De Niro. Like, what do you think it looks like when an Uber driver who's been working since 5 a.m. crashes out?
That looks
he
like
just starts
crash.
shouting.
It doesn't look like that.
Okay, all right.
The shouting,
whether it's real or not.
The shouting is the least part. It's the build-up. It's all of it. It's like, hey, I don't know if you're doing like an AA meeting. Like, it's not. You guys can't be this gullible.
The AA meeting is.
It's the second AA meeting.
I want to believe all over again.
That's actually
you guys want to believe.
He had already
that,
said
oh my God, this happened. It's not happening, guys.
You're the one who thinks wrestling is real. I mean,
But the misunderstanding about the AA meeting is that when he's straight edge, when he's talking about being straight edge, like that actually makes me think it's actually more real because he confused it for an AA
can't be
meeting.
this gullible. Mike, you're a smart guy, man.
I'm not shifting the discussion from like the initial behavior. It could be fake. Like we're talking like, you remember that show on ABC, What Would You Do? All right, like that's a conversation that I'm interested in because Zaslow over there thinks it's totally fine with
Zaz. Okay, well, let's talk about that part before we get back to the real.
I'm with
or
Zaz.
fake.
the fun move is to insist on not getting out. If you want to make the best thing, and by the way, I'm with Amin, it's fake, but the best result is if you are faking it even, is to refuse to get out and see where that goes.
All right, we'll get back to that part in a second. Let's go to the other part where I don't think that the driver has any right to ask him to get off the phone in that spot.
Okay, the place where the driver is right is, like, to me, headphones. He doesn't need to be hearing the entire
So you think if he
interview.
had headphones on, the driver would have been okay
I think
with
it would have been different.
I'll give you putting it on speaker is a little
Putting
rude.
it on speaker.
But it is not rude enough for it to be attacked the way that guy was.
Well, that's why I mean thinks it's fake, I guess.
Guys, there's a video I want to show you guys. It's totally real. It's a guy. He comes up to a girl and says, "Can I get your number?" She says, "No." And then he gets in a Lamborghini, and then she walks up to him and says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Can I give you my number?" And he said, "No. You said no to me a few minutes ago." And then he drives off. And then people comment underneath, "That's what gold diggers get." It's totally real, just like this video.
I'm not getting bogged down in that. To me,
I'm not getting bogged down in like, what would you do? What would I do in a fake situation that never happens? I wouldn't do anything.
What would you do in a real one?
It's not real.
What would you do in a real one, though?
A real one of what?
That
like
situation.
if you went into
you're
an
on
Uber,
speaker,
you were on
If I'm
speaker,
on speaker and my Uber
and the
driver,
Uber driver starts yelling at you.
And would you get out because these days are different. If that guy starts acting unhinged the way that he did, and he's telling me to get out of his car, I'm probably getting out of the car. Because this guy's crazy. Yeah. And I don't know this person. I don't know what they're capable of.
And if it's all a bit, and he knew the guy wasn't going to actually shoot him or do anything crazy, he would have engaged him. He actually got out right when he was asked to.
If an Uber driver or a cab driver or Lyft, whatever, said, "Well, I don't want you talking in my car like that," what you would actually do is say, like, "Well, this won't stand. I'm telling your bosses about this. Can I speak with one of your bosses?"
No, this is what you
not
do.
one star. Like, you are not going to continue. You don't like making $15 an hour? You're not going to make that once I get this to the head office. You can't tell me as a passenger in your car, I'm not allowed to speak.
I'm actively losing brain cells having to explain this. But I would say, all right, well, then we can get off at the next stop. You're not going to drop me off. Just drop me off at a gas station or whatever, and I'll get out. And that would be the end of that. And then I would do all the other things to make sure I've ruined this person's life forever because they asked me to get off the phone on the speakerphone, which, again, does not happen.
They ask you to get off the phone. You want to have on speakerphone, whatever. What's the time when you go into the Uber and that guy's on the phone? He's on the phone for 45 minutes, and I don't want to hear him talk.
It's obnoxious.
By the way,
Hey, buddy, can you end your
the same
conversation?
situation. It's rude, but I'm not going to say anything to him either.
But why is he entitled to have me not on the phone, but he's going to be on the phone for 45 minutes?
The last time I flew from Miami back to LAX, this exact thing happened. The guy in the row behind me was loudly talking on speakerphone.
Yeah,
just
that's
the one
unacceptable.
side. Just the one side, and I got fairly close. I'm pretty mouthy about these things out in the wild. I'll call strangers out. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Really?
I like doing that. I have a lot
You
of fun.
like doing
Yeah, I like to live a little dangerously, even though I'm a gigantic coward. I like mouthing off to people.
I like calling out my friends when they fall for dumb internet videos.
It's just all over the internet, and no one seems
Because
to be calling
everybody
it
is
fake.
dumb and they want to believe. They want to believe.
Really putting yourself out here. Like, what if we find out it's
X-Files.
real?
It's
Like,
not
you're-
real.
Like,
It's not real.
No, it's not real.
It's not real.
It's not
It's
real.
not going to be proven real, Chris Cody. But yes, that is on. That makes the list of most obnoxious behavior out in public.
like
You
in
know,
a waiting room watching
right.
something on
In
speaker. It's the worst.
public.
People like doing the grocery cart thing, not returning your cart to the stack, and I agree with that. That's not the greatest violation. This would be on the list, though. Yes, Tony.
No, that's what Chris Cody does. He doesn't
Nah,
take the cart
I
all the way
did.
back.
I put my shopping cart back. Don't worry.
No, you do?
I do.
Now?
Yes. Many years ago, I
He did a thing.
No,
He was
no.
being
My thing is,
thingy.
and I stand by it, like what you just did, the outrage people. I think you see a lot of shopping carts out in
Gotta
these parking
shame
lots.
people.
My take was, I don't think it's that big a deal, and I think a lot more people do it who rail against it, and I was more just
It's
defending.
not a felony. It's
Thank
it's a crime
It creates
against your
jobs. It's a
fellow
faux
human
pas is what
being.
It creates jobs.
It's a
There's
fellow
people
elbow.
whose job it is to go get those carts.
I'm trying to
Everyone
think
brought
of
it
like
back.
Does
a
it change your
situation.
opinion? Hold on a second, Jeremy. When 3.4 million follower count Newsweek has linked to the story.
Oh my God.
A lot of people bought.
Wait.
National Enquirer's been in publication for my entire life.
National
That
Enquirer
proves
is a
nothing.
step too far. You think Newsweek's editorial board saw a video that's going viral and said, guys, let's have a meeting. Let's send our reporters dispatch
Send
out
our
there.
best guy
Get
on
to
it.
the bottom
Man,
of this.
Amin has me wanting this to be real so
Or is
bad.
the social media team just like, this is viral. I want to be viral too. That's how this shit works. I got to explain the internet to you people. Y'all don't know how this works. You think people are fact-checking before they retweet? Is that what you have? You got like the head of Newsweek out here like, get me the best and brightest on this wrestler.
Man, I
on
want
his
this
way
to be real.
Tucson.
I think you're going to be wrong, Amin.
All you had to do was just hang out, but instead you became the craziest one on that side of the glass.
This is the
3 minutes
thing.
left.
This is the thing that drives me crazy. Every single, it's like the other day, there was a thing that said Scott Foster, NBA referee, suspended for 3 missed calls of goaltends in the Lakers-Celtics game. And the way that shit went viral, and I'm like, he didn't even ref the game. Nobody took 5 seconds to even think, is this real or not? It's just, oh, it's real, and let me react. Let me be in the place, because I want to react to the place. I want to talk about Uber drivers who tell me to go off speakerphone. Has anyone here ever had an Uber driver do that?
Everyone raising their voice, everyone pointing fingers, disagreeing. Guys, way to end the week.
Against the spread.
That's right. Against the Spread is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Roy, what do we got?
Sabres Panthers tonight. The Panthers are favored 1.5
I'm
goals.
trying to go.
The Panthers have beaten the Sabres in 8 straight games following a win in the previous game. But the Sabres have covered the puck line in the last 12 games where they were underdogs. That streak is getting broken tonight. The Panthers are going to win by 2 or more tonight, so go with the Panthers against the spread.
Mike, what do we got?
This afternoon, Saudi Pro League Soccer. Al Hilal, love the roster moves that they made. They are clearly the cream of the crop in the Saudi League. I'm going with Al Hilal against Al Shabaab. -1.5, taking Al Hilal.
Sabres play last night, Roy?
The Sabres, no. The Maple Leafs did. They lost to Tampa, but the Sabres didn't play last night.
Well, then give me the Sabres.
Nah.
Let's end on a fun note here. Go ahead, Jeremy. I'm sorry.
I was just trying to create another situation where you're saying like, oh, they're performing a service for you, and so in turn, They have to be trapped with you listening to you on speakerphone.
But I have to be trapped with him speaking on speakerphone.
No,
Jeremy,
but
what
What
about
do I
a
do?
Jeremy? What about a black car service? Like, are you different? Like, if I'm paying?
Yeah,
to
if
drive
you're
me
paying for
somewhere,
something
I
that
can
they're
have
getting paid
I
more
can take a
than-
call in the back
The
seat.
Uber driver?
Let the hate flow.
Yeah, I can take a call.
Okay, if you were getting your hair cut.
I'm not saying it's maybe a little rude, but it's not.
It's super rude.
Call me a name.
That's all it is.
There's
I
no
don't
way
apologize
you're
how rude it
doing
is.
something like that job and that you feel entitled to reprimand the people that may or may not tip you. There would be no way
That's
that you would do
weird,
that.
right?
You would have to be completely unhinged to do that, and that is the puncher's chance Mike Ryan and the people who believe this have here.
Beach Boys was a good call.
Artem Zub.
Amin, will you track the rest of today as to whether or not this is real or fake?
I shan't spend a single calorie on this BS. This is dumb. And I try not to burn my energy on dumb things.
Oh, it's be great when it's real.
Great tone.